Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Dungeons and Dragons. Descent into Avernus, brought to you by Cloak and Stagger. Thank you for being here this evening via Twitch or YouTube or however you are watching this. And hey, players, welcome. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
What up? What's up, buddy?
We got Elgin, Hayes, Stab, and Doya all here tonight, ready to play some fun games. We are starting off a little hot tonight, though. I'm sure you all remember probably pretty clearly how last time ended. So I'm just gonna have one of y'all just kind of recap what happened before that, leading up to that moment. Who wants to talk about it?
I can recap it. I haven't done a recap in like a while.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what. The floor is yours. What went down?
All the things went down. So, when we began last session, we were interacting with someone who said their name was, I think it's Bazit.
That is correct.
That's it. All right. He was shackled. Is that correct?
He was in a cage originally with shackles on, and I believe I don't think you were there for that session. That was 2 sessions ago. Your party had freed him from the cage.
Go ahead.
Your party had freed him from the cage, and then almost had mishap, falling down. But thanks to 2 winged creatures, they made it back to the top of the cliff safely, and then took the shackles off.
Okay. Yes, I just had some bullet points from that. So yeah, we took his shackles off, and he told us that he could create for us a homunculus for each of us, and that we could be, they could be used to be like a scout if we wanted to, or just, maybe we could talk about things, just as like a companion I can confide in. Regardless, we all decided, well, not all of us, most of us decided that we were going to participate and try and get us a pet homunculus. So I ran to the car and grabbed a wrench to put on the ground. I was looking to get a living, breathing wrench friend again. And Stab put his matching friendship bracelet that I still have on my arm. And Elgin placed, I believe, his holy symbol?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
My focus.
So I have questions about that in a minute. And all with the intent of it being a little helper, a little friend. He begins meditating very intently, and then he just disappears, just gone, and talks kind of from what seems like his version of talking shit for a minute as he invisibly just gets away scot-free. I believe Doya tried to do some lazy eights in the sky to try and find the guy or girl, whatever it was, whatever they were, and couldn't. So that's gone now. All those things are gone. Now we have to find a new wrench. I don't know how we're gonna fix the car. But then we began communicating with a voice that claims he is Shummrath, and that he's been trapped there in this pit. He seems like he could either be a broken record, magical broken record somewhere, or that he's actually just diminished or weakened from being contained for so long. So we end up damming up the river Styx that was spilling out into the pit, and we used our shatter sticks to do so. Very creatively, might I add. We all had our creative moments of genius. We blocked the dam, let the river Styx stop flowing into it, and he started seeming more coherent, and just kept talking about how he's gonna get revenge. Vengeance is gonna come, and we figure, or I say Elgin rather, figured that we can use this opportunity of infighting for our gain. So we kind of wait it out. We wait until this thing emerges from the pit, and almost forgot a key thing here. After we dammed up the river Styx and with our makeshift dynamite, we were accosted by flying little bungholes, who I took the liberty of just saying, fuck these things, and just blew basically my most powerful spell on all of them to try and just evaporate these things. So we're almost done fighting those, and then our two big asshole friends from Mordenkainen's temple, the devils, show up, and they've got a bone to pick with us. Apparently they've been following us for who knows how long. I would assume ever since before the Wandering Emporium. Okay. So they start fighting us. One of them apparently has a super bone to pick with me and just starts warping around the level, trying to smash my head into the ground. I somehow survive with the help of my amazing friends here. And we end up not only defeating them and causing them to try and flee, but we blew them motherfuckers up. We blew them up, literally. We cut them in half with lightning and energy, and it was awesome.
No escape.
And after, so fast forward, pit dries up. Our pit fiend bro comes out and is looking real badass and is just, very imposing. And I tried to negotiate with him since we were so super nice and we didn't ask for anything at first and we weren't trying to hold somebody hostage, just doing the right thing.
Good guys.
That we helped him and maybe he could help us by hooking it up with a little blood, He said we need to take it. So here we are. We're about to try and take it from him or her or it, whatever. I don't know what devils are about. So
that is a solid recap. You have inspiration, buddy. Get ready to use it real soon.
Yeah, immediately.
Yay.
I'd like to go ahead and use it now.
All right, I'm going to move us over to the game screen here and take us back to that moment you just mentioned where Shummrath is standing right in front of you. So,
what if he wasn't, though?
What if he wasn't? Well,
yeah,
I'm
what
afraid
if he just wasn't instead?
That's not the circumstances right now, as this hulking pit fiend that you have aided in reforming stands in front of you. The air is just as stale and hot and annoying as usual, but it's not in your mind right now. You feel this aura of intimidation, this almost overbearing presence of this creature before you. You've fought a lot of things so far, a lot of different creatures, all types, but something feels different about this one. You politely asked for some of its blood. It said that you should take it, or earn it, almost seeking to test its reformed body after what could only be years upon years of being trapped below. The pit fiend stands before you grinning, a huge mace in its right hand as it shifts into a battle stance. I need all of you to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay.
Well, I mean, we really need to fight? I mean, we did you a very big favor, and we could just go our separate ways. All right, you look very ready.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a slow pit fiend.
yeah, we got some solid initiatives here. We got one more though.
Oh, I thought did it not work?
I can update it if it rolled somewhere and worked.
Virtual tabletop.
Oh, yeah, rolled it in D&D Beyond.
Oh, did you click the little dice icon on the Foundry window? On the browser window?
Let me refresh.
All right.
Doing a full refresh. There we go.
Y'all see the neat glowy particles now? They were green because of the river, but now that the river's gone, it's like you got blood red particles now.
Yeah, look at you.
Spoopy, right?
Cool.
I mean, you could take the 17th in D&D.
Yeah, whatever you rolled in D&D Beyond, I can take that. What did you put in there?
It was a 17.
17? Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking dead at it.
There you go, buddy. It actually works out pretty well this way. All right. Well, the Pit Fiend stands ready, but Stab, you're going to be the first to react. The moment it takes a combat stance, you ready your rapiers. What would you like to do?
Stab would like to plead first before, because the air is intense. So Stab is a bit confused. Hey, so what's going on here? Do you want us to fight? What do you want me to do? If we scratch you, do we win? What's going on here? We just helped you. Surely we're not going to fight to death.
Shummrath glances over at you and says, I'm going to test my body against you. I'm going to test your metal against mine. Prove you're worthy of my blood. Then perhaps you'll gain what you want. But
Then
you
I'll
better
string
try
you.
your damnedest.
Okay, that's cool and all, but like us looking after
I'm like,
you, us bring you from that yellow pile of
wait,
goo and
step. You cut out. You're cutting out in and out. I couldn't
Oh,
hear
am
the
I?
last sentence. Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, I'm just saying, us looking after you as a little cocoon, and us, stopping the red from spilling into the yellow. That wasn't proving our worth.
The Pit Fiend points his mace at you and says, I will test my might whether you're willing or not.
Oh.
I'm about to say, Stab, is that your turn?
That would be a conversation, be an action, but I'll still give him bonus action and whatnot and movement. He tried. He's trying.
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know what
mean-
else to say.
This guy only understands hands. That's it. He wants to throw hands, so yeah. Yeah.
I saw the frightened. Can't you test it against something else stronger than us?
Stab, can you do me a favor, actually, and make a Constitution, or no, Wisdom savings throw?
God damn.
Great.
He's oblivious.
Does he gain any pluses from some aura or anything, Elgin?
He would have a 25 total.
Okay, cool. You definitely sense this aura just pulsating off this Pit Fiend, but you're unaffected by it at the moment. You don't even know what it is.
Cool. So he tried to attack me with the aura or something?
No, he's just standing there, being imposing while you're trying to talk to him.
Did he answer my question?
Yes, he threatened you twice.
Ah, shit. Well,
Mm-hmm.
fuck. I don't know, guys. This kind of feels stupid. I don't know what we're fighting for.
Well,
For him
it's
stretch-
stabbed. If you want to talk to your allies, that's a whole different thing. We're in combat right
Yeah.
now,
Damn it.
so you gotta act.
I'm about to say, yeah. I'm not. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I think you wasted your turn trying to talk to him.
Really?
Yes.
Well, no.
I
I'll
did.
never call it a waste. There's no harm in trying.
I don't think you were gonna get the result you were looking for. Is what I mean.
It's like, yes, let's be friends. You guys are cool.
You know what? On the other hand, let's hug it out.
Let's
No,
throw
he's
it
not
out.
gonna do that.
All right, Jamie, did I waste my turn? Could I still act or not?
You could still move and have a bonus action and a reaction.
still move, bonus action, and reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't really want to be the first one to attack.
You might want to be.
You can always reposition. Try to get in a better position.
We
All
do
right.
seem to have our backs against the wall.
You are
Yeah.
next to a cliff edge. That is very, very good to look out for, Doya.
Okay. What else is around me, Jamie? Is there any big
Everything-
rocks or something?
Everything you see on that map right now is basically surrounding. There's no large rocks around you. I mean, there are stones around your feet, but there's nothing you could really hide under or around. There's a crane to your side, though. It's pretty large.
Okay. Man, I really don't want to approach it at all.
I need you to act, though, Stab. About to have to take you with a timer.
Yeah. You got analysis paralysis.
Yeah. All right. Stab is going to be like, oh shit, I don't want to fucking fight this thing. Can I just wait and react to whatever it does?
You have already used an action as part of your turn, so I would say you
Yeah.
can't hold your turn anymore.
Okay. Shit.
You got 10 seconds, Stab.
All right. Stab is going to just move over here. Hold on a second. I can't move.
Can you not grab your
Close.
token?
Hold on. Every time I press I was pressing the wrong buttons. 3. I'm just gonna go right here and fucking. Can I use a bonus action to just fucking brace myself for a big fucking hit that's about to come?
That would be a full action.
Yeah. You can either do a bonus action or a reaction. You can't do like the hold action or take the defensive action or anything like that. Like you gotta pick something that's either a bonus action or
All right. What counts as a bonus action again?
Offhand attack.
Mhm.
Offhand attack. Do I have one? You know what? I'm going to just cast Shadow Blade.
As a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, you step in front of Hayes after talking with this pit fiend and clearly seeing it's just challenging you outright, and you summon a blade of shadow in your left hand and stand at the ready.
Okay.
End of turn?
And yeah.
All right, Doya.
Doya, watching Stab fruitlessly try to talk it out, is going to go straight into Direwolf. So if you don't mind doing the transformation stuff for me, I'll go
After
through my
you make a
transformation
wisdom
sequence.
savings throw.
Wisdom
Ooh.
savings throw.
He's got a funky aura going.
Oh hell yeah! Everyone's rolling straight
All right.
crits.
Yeah,
I
you're-
believe the phrase to follow that up would be "suck it."
You're right. You're feeling okay.
What? I believe
I
the
have
phrase
30.
is "fuck you."
Yeah, that's 30.
Let's see. You need. What you turn in, Direwolf?
Direwolf.
All right, big Doya comes out. Wolf Doya comes out as he takes the form of this huge direwolf that he's taken so many times before.
And I'm just going to charge in there and start biting. Now the question is for me, is anybody actually close enough for me to get my advantage? Probably not. I'll just do
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. So I'm just going to bite him.
Okay, and that's a
And
10. Okay, yep. So you run in to bite him, and as you do, you actually kind of bite down on part of his ankle. Your fangs don't even pierce through his skin.
okay. All right. That's all I got.
All right, Hayes.
All right, well, I suppose if it's a fight we're in, could be the end. We're going to go out. We're going to go down swinging. I'll kind of say that to Stab as I move out to the side
Fantastic.
here.
Before you move, actually, Hayes, can you make a wisdom savings throw?
I will make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, can't break the chain.
You already fucked me.
Yeah, you should have fucking said that.
That's a 20.
No.
Well,
Yeah, I think he was within range. Where were you, Hayes? You're within.
He was like right.
He's right behind
He was
me.
right behind Stab.
right behind
That's
her?
right.
Okay, he was just outside of range. Then.
15 then.
Yeah.
That's good
Okay.
enough. You feel
Hayes,
nothing.
you just start to move, and your legs feel like stone as you trudge, as just looking at this creature fills you with fright. You have the frightened affliction
What's
now.
that?
Oh, I was preemptive with it earlier, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
did
were.
say that. You're frightened.
Makes sense. Let's see.
What does that do?
You have disadvantage on attacks against the creature, and you cannot willingly move towards it because you're frightened of it.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Okay.
It's a good thing you're a ranger.
In that case, I will turn, and as I'm kind of moving to the side, kind of away from it, I will take my left hand and just kind of draw a line with my hand as I cast Lightning Bolt. As it streaks across the ground, he would need to make a dex save.
All right, he's making a dex saving throw.
God.
That succeeds. So he would then take half damage, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, half as much if he takes damage at all. So that would be 16 lightning damage.
Okay, you fire this lightning bolt at him, and when it hits him, he almost tries to block himself a little bit, like he sees the damage coming. It strikes him, and it pulsates over his body. You see it definitely affected him, as he lowers his arm, and his gaze is directly on you.
End of turn.
Next will be Lulu, who will immediately have to make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh. She's not frightened of this thing at all, as she just wiggles herself a little bit in the air and floats next to you, Stab, and hastily asks, like she has so many times before in previous battles, Stab, what do I do?
Lulu, do that thing where you make me roll like +5 to my stats. I don't remember what that is.
I don't know what that means, Stab.
Do the. Just cheer me on, Lulu. I like it when you cheer. What is it?
Okay, I'll be by your side and cheer. And Lulu kind of just looks up at this pit fiend and is going to take a defensive stance. So hopefully she can survive whatever's about to happen.
Shit, what is that thing she
Elgin.
does?
Yes, wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Whoop. Let's see. 28 plus 5, so 33.
Wow, you are not afraid of this thing at all. You're staring danger in the face. It's just another Tuesday for you, or Monday in this case.
I am going to. Let's see what we got here. What can we do? What can we do? So what I'm gonna do? I'm going to. Oh wow, he's already jacked up pretty good. Okay, I don't feel so bad about doing this then. I'm gonna cast Misty Step as a bonus action, and that will let me get. Let's see, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Not quite as close as I would have wanted. 5, 6, 20. Okay, it'll be fair enough. I'm gonna use it just to get right here, so I can kind of get behind him without necessarily provoking any shenanigans. And that way also can help Doya out a little bit. And then we are going to grab that mace and get to work.
All right, let's see it.
Clock in, bro. Clock in.
There we go. That's a 22.
22 will hit. It's actually a 23 with Doya right there.
Ooh, yeah, I love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. So that's going to be a total. He's a pit fiend, so I'm assuming he's a fiend. So he's going to take that bonus 4 damage for a total of 10. And let's see, we're going to go for our second attack. That'll be, I guess, with Doya, that's a 13. I'm going to presume a 13 misses.
That will miss. He'll knock that one away with his free hand.
No. Okay. But that I'm satisfied with the results.
All right.
And that is my turn.
That will bring us to the Pit Fiend, whose gaze turns to you and then back at Hayes. And then he says,
I shake my
"Two
head.
threats it seems for now. Let's start with you." As he raises his mace to slam down onto you, Elgin.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
You do notice his movements seem a little sluggish compared to what you were expecting as well. But the mace still looks all the more threatening. Still.
Why?
He swings his mace down onto you with full force, hitting you for 29 damage. With a little bit of that being fire. You don't resist fire anymore, do you?
No.
Oh shit! I forgot you did that.
Yeah, I
Good
gave up
times.
the shield, so against my better judgment.
Gargles.
He then
At least we had fuel.
he then hastily turns around with his tail, looking to whip you with it.
Oh,
But
that does not hit me.
just in time, you get your shield up as his tail slams into it, almost knocking you back. And as soon as he's done spinning around, he starts rushing towards Hayes. You both can use your reaction to swing at him if you want.
Oh, yes, I most certainly
He's
would
moving
love to do
out
that.
of Doya's range too.
Also, let's see here. That's a basic attack. Can we get that? Oh! Yes. Also, I want to move as well because I have Relentless Avenger.
Okay, yeah, you could go ahead and move in too then. How many feet is
I
that?
can move up to half my speed immediately after the attack and as part of the same reaction without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Very
So we are gonna move. Let's just make it 5. We'll get. I'm gonna basically keep pace with him and stay directly behind him.
Okay, and you hit him for how much damage is that? 8?
That was 8.
All right. And Doya, I see you try to bite him as he goes by, which you would have gotten a +1 for Elgin. That'll actually hit as you bite him just really hastily, just on a small part of his ankle. Is that 4 damage? Am I reading that right?
7 damage.
7. Where am I?
Zeben.
Should
There
be
it is,
a
piercing damage,
22
7.
to
I see it.
hit and a 7 damage.
That's weird. It shows up so weird on my screen. But yeah, you quickly nick him right in the ankles as he goes by. And
Yeah, it's like it's doing the advantage, advantage disadvantage.
Yeah. Hayes, he rushes up to you with his maul to the side. It looks like he has his left arm extended as he's coming at you with a claw.
I just went.
Which
I'm doing this.
slashes across your body for 18 slashing damage. And right after slashing you, as you're reeling back a bit, you see this thing's head lunging directly at you.
No. Shield. No. Wait. Doesn't matter. It lunges.
All
Fuck.
right. It lunges and clamps down on your left side, just arm and all. Like half of this thing's mouth is over your body. As you take 26 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution savings throw. That fails. You are now poisoned. As soon as it bit you, you feel these intense toxins into your body. I don't think anything happens to you now, but at the start of your turn, you will have to take poison damage. And you can repeat the savings throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on a success. That is
Cool.
all the Pit Fiend can do for now. Stab,
Oh, that's it?
You're up.
That all?
You there, Stab?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Can I just tell Lulu to do something real quick, like I did last time, and not use any turns?
Yeah, as a free action, you can just give an order and then take your turn.
All right, I'll take a free action and I'll say, Lulu, keep my friends safe. I got a plan. And so where's the demon looking right now?
It just bit Hayes hard, and it's reeling its neck back, still looking down at him.
Okay, just to be super sneaky, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Oh.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, there, link it.
Is it doing it?
Mm-hmm.
So you place your hand on your chest, and Doya can see this. Elgin's probably focused on the devil as well as Hayes, but you vanish. Let's give you the vanish edition here. Where is it? It looks invisible.
I'm paralyzed.
Whatever. That looks like an invisible icon to me.
All right. Can that be my bonus action? Casting that?
It depends. Does it take an action to cast that or a bonus action? It says on the spell.
Takes an action.
As one action.
Oh shit. Oh well. I'm going to get really close to him and just sneak behind him. And I guess I'd have to use another action to do something else. So that's all I can do, right?
That's all you can do for now.
You could offhand attack him, but I don't know.
No, I don't want to. I won't become visible anymore. Or invisible.
True. You gonna hold on until next time?
Can I like? Is using an item something I can do?
Using an item's an action unless the item specifically says otherwise.
Okay.
Like if you go into D&D Beyond, if you look at the actions tab, it will actually tell you if you can like filter between like all attack, action, bonus, reaction, so on and so forth. If you click on the bonus action, it'll basically tell you everything you can do as a bonus action, at least as far as stuff that's a part of your normal like kit. So if you have any like spells, or if you have like 2-weapon fighting, or any like class features that can be used as bonus actions, they'll be in that tab.
Okay. I'm probably gonna ask you where that tab is again later.
That's fine. That's what we're here for.
Okay. All right. There's nothing I can do except fucking hope Hayes doesn't die.
I won't let Hayes die.
I think that
Okay.
ship has sailed, possibly.
We're about
All
to
right.
find
Well.
out.
All right. That's all I can do.
That was a
I'm gonna
sailing
just
ship.
stay in his blind spots, Jamie.
All right, you're
That's
hanging
my
out
action.
on his flank, preparing hopefully a strong attack on him. We'll see how it goes. Doya, you are up.
Seeing this Hayes person who I've come to respect over the last session or two almost get eaten in half, I'm going to try to become the third threat. I'm going to push forward and bite this thing again. With advantage. Everybody's around it.
You got some pack tactics. Yeah, you're gonna have a +3 to your attack currently.
I think a
That-
24 will hit.
Will definitely hit for 10 piercing damage. You got magical fangs, right?
Yes, I do.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Hayes. You are up, but with that poisoned affliction, I believe you're about to take some damage. At the start of your turn, you take this much.
Yeah.
24 poison damage is immediately choking from this bite still that happened to you. Your veins start to blacken all throughout your body as you fall to your knees and start convulsing on the ground unconscious.
I assume I'm not frightened anymore then.
No, you're not frightened anymore at the moment.
He has bigger problems now.
End of turn.
That'll take us to Lulu.
Oh,
Let's see
God.
what she can do.
Man, a homunculus actually would have been kind of clutch right now, because I could have like sent my homunculus to you and hit you with lesser restoration before that even happened.
Use that inspiration.
Lulu is going to see you hit the ground, Hayes, and look almost a bit panicky as she rushes over to you and just places her trunk on you and starts begging for you to get up. And in the process, casts Cure Wounds, which would heal you for 7, but the poison's potency is stopping it completely.
Yeah, sounds right.
She stays on you, just trying to get you up, but you stay convulsing on the ground.
Oh,
Elgin,
shit.
you're up.
Yes. I'm assuming, assuming that I can, even though this pit fiend's pretty big, I'm pretty sure maybe by virtue of a gap between the legs, maybe I can see that Hayes has gone down.
You can absolutely see Hayes on the ground.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, I have enough movement. I can circle
New
around.
text.
Oh. Wait, what?
Remember me. Not
Don't
yet,
forget
Hayes.
about me.
Elgin's doing something.
I got you. I'm going to circle. I can circle around him without provoking an attack of opportunity, right?
As long as you're within range.
Yeah, I'm not leaving range. I'm going to just kind of circle around him. I'm probably going to bump into Stab on the way, just kind of like not realizing that he's there. Because I'm literally going like straight around.
Mhm.
And then once I get there, because he's still been hit with poison, I presume.
His veins are just dark, and all you see him exposed all over his body.
Okay. What I'm gonna do actually is, you know what? I'm gonna save my spell. I am going to pump 5 HP worth of my lay on hands into him, because that will neutralize a poisoning effect.
Oh?
Yes, my lay on hands is beefy.
But what you didn't know is that this is super demonic devil poison.
Oh,
It
well, I
just
can.
so happens that's the one thing it's resistant to.
Well, I was gonna say I can either cure or neutralize. I can cure disease or neutralize a poison affecting a creature. I don't know if it matters, but
Mhm.
I can do all of that. I can
Is
do
that
all
what you're
Or
gonna
I can
do?
use lesser restoration, or I can use lesser restoration if this is like some crazy shit. But I am willing to pump 5 points of my 40 lay on hands pool into Hayes. I will pump more if it is necessary, but I am more than willing. I will. Let me ask this. Yeah, can we rap about this for a second? I'm curious.
Uh-huh.
I can spend 5 points just to cure it,
Uh-huh.
but could we make the argument that I could say, like, you know what? No. 30. I want to put 5 to cure, and then like another, and put another 25 in to just give him points. Can we make an argument for that? I mean, this is.
I would say, because you have to channel your magic to cure the poison, and then you're trying to channel a completely different magic to restore his wounds, I would give you a chance for that to succeed. But that would include a chance for both of them to fail, if you want to do that.
We'll just spend the 5.
All right.
You are cured, Hayes. You're barring any catastrophic breakdowns.
I'm waiting to hear it from the mouth of the DM.
I pumped 5 points of my 40 into him to neutralize a poison affecting a creature.
Elgin kneels down to you, Hayes, and places his hand on you and focuses his holy paladin magics. And as he does, the darkness flowing through you starts to cease as the poison affliction is removed from you. And now you're just unconscious.
Yes. my unconscious body feels just a slight tinge better. Feels a lot better, actually.
Good. Now somebody stabbed this guy. Not him, but the other guy.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, we just got him back.
I mean, are you sure? I might be able to do both. It'll take another wild shape, but
No. The other guy. And that is my turn. I'm assuming it's the pit fiend's chance to retaliate.
Shummrath will definitely respond as he looks down and sees you remove this infectious poison from this sorcerer at his feet. He looks at you with a grin as he raises his mace in the air once more at you. Which will strike you again for 35 damage.
It hurts. But dang.
He'll then proceed to try and turn and smack you with his tail as he's turning to face Doya,
Oh God!
Oh!
which will slam
Chill
into
out.
you for 23 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Fucking Bill, bro.
Jesus!
You just woke up. You just woke up.
Turns to your wolf form, Doya, and leans in to bite and claw you at the same time. Which I think the claw will hit you for 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the bite. Okay, look at that. A crit fail. So, Doya, he leans in to bite you, and just in time, you barely dodge out of the way, and you see his throat. Right there, right for the taking. Go ahead and make a bite attack, and if it hits, it'll be a crit.
do I have advantage from allies?
I would say... is it when an ally's near you or an ally's near your enemy?
The wolf has advantage on an attack roll against the creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet and the ally is incapacitated. Stab is in range and not incapacitated.
Yeah,
It
but...
is. It's how we've been playing it so far.
No,
is if
I'm
they're
thinking of rules. I'm
flanking
thinking of justification. So stab's invisible, and pack taxes would work if the enemy has something to be distracted by, correct? Is that the way it would be viewed?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
To
be fair, yes.
I'm gonna argue you wouldn't
But
get
he
your
knows
pack tactics
stab-
here.
He knows stab is somewhere.
Ooh, that's actually...
Great question. Does he?
He doesn't know that he's
He
gone
doesn't-
invisible.
He can neither confirm nor deny that stab
back
is
was turned.
somewhere ready to stab him in the which
All right,
stab is known to
You
do.
know what? You make a good argument, actually. He would be slightly aware that there's another threat around somewhere that's just vanished. Something to worry about. Something just to keep his attention slightly to the side, even though he's lunging at you with his fangs at the moment. You can go ahead and have advantage, Doya.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Fighting a good fight.
I know. Let's see what happens.
No!
Is that a
15? 14?
That's
14 to
14 to hit.
you would add 1, which because stab's nearby, technically, but I'm afraid you missed that opportunity, as when he misses his bite, he reels back quick enough to where you just can't get a good grasp on him, and he pulls back out of your range. He then shouts out, 2 already? I expected more than this! And we'll end his turn. Stab. You're up.
All right. I'm assuming Stab is like completely behind him, right?
Yes.
Okay, Stab is going to whip out the dimensional shackles and try to put them on his legs.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna take out the dimensional
that
shackles.
stupid?
No, that's just brilliant. So you take out these dimensional shackles. You
You'll
don't
stay
know much
invisible
about them.
because of it.
You just know they're magical, and you're hoping that maybe they resize to fit this thing or something. As you slowly and carefully try to place them on this pit fiend, make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Ooh.
And I will argue you have to beat his AC to put them on.
Nice.
You very cautiously get the clamps just in place, both of them, as he looks like he's about to strike down Adoya again. And in one fell swoop, click, click, both of its ankles as these shackles form around him. Shummrath looks down hastily and behind himself and sees nothing there and shouts out, "What is this? Foul trickery!" You've successfully put dimensional shackles on Shummrath. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
What does it do?
Very
Does it
wise.
keep him
Who knows?
from moving?
I don't know what it does. We'll have to see what
We're gonna
happens on
find
his
out.
turn.
All right. Can I kind of want to just go around here to Elgin and maybe use my bonus action to nudge him a little bit, or can I use an item on him, like a potion? Or I just already did that?
Your action would have been putting those shackles on.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm just going to stay put next to Elgin and see what happens to this dude.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna go to Adoya.
Doya is going to go for a bite. And none of my allies are nearby now.
That is gonna hit.
All right.
Hey.
I would
Is
like
you-
to growl.
You do, was that 10 piercing damage?
10 piercing damage.
Okay, you rip into this thing's flesh once again. Just get another little piece out of him. Looks like you're trickling him down, but he's standing pretty tall still.
And I would like to use a bonus action.
Sure.
One of my wild shape things is I can use a spell slot to heal for 1d8 based on the level. I'm going to go ahead and use a 1d8 spell slot to heal myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that 1d8. Let's see it. All right, you
I
heal
will
for
heal for 4.
4 damage.
Thank you.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Hayes, I need a death savings roll from you.
Inspiration.
I don't think you can use inspiration as a death save. That's a little too hardcore. But that's a success. 2 more, and you're gonna get back up.
End of turn.
That will take us to Lulu, who, what is she gonna do?
Heal my friends, Lulu.
Let's see. She is going to see Elgin go down and immediately move towards him, just tears in her eyes now, saying over and over, No, you have to get up. Not like this. You have to get up. And she'll put her trunk on you, and it will start to glow very, very bright green as this magic that she's only been able to do once before washes over your body as she casts Heal. Elgin, you feel yourself suddenly just all your wounds, every crack, bruise, fracture you had, mend as you heal for 70 damage.
Damn.
What? What? Look,
You didn't mean as much to her as Elgin
I was
did.
happy with the cure wounds before, but now I'll be right. I need another drink. This is too much.
Lulu immediately starts fluttering weakly in the air and lands on the ground. And it looks like she's about to pass out. Elgin,
Oh,
you're up.
I'm up. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get up, and of course, I am back on my bullshit. As I'm standing up, I'm going to. I guess I don't really know the amount of hit points that Hayes has, but whatever it would take to heal him completely, I would do. Yeah, we'll just say, well, you know what? Let's give him 25. We'll give him 25. I don't know if that would be
All right.
as helpful to him. But yeah, we're gonna pump 25 lay on hands into Haze. And I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to stand up. And I think that's pretty much going to be. I think that might wind up being all that I can do. Or actually, no, lies. Seeing how heavy that this guy's been able to hit us. Let's see. Can I do this as a bonus? No, I would not be able to do that. I would not be able to do that. Hayes, I healed you for 25.
Oh, what a bro.
You know, so it's what we do. It's what we do. You know what? No, I'm not gonna use my bonus. I'm just gonna just hold.
All right. So you heal Hayes for 25 damage as you place your hand on his shoulder again, channeling this holy magic within him. Hayes, your eyes shoot open as you heal for 25 damage. You're on the ground and you see that you're near the same pit fiend that put you on the ground a moment ago. Unfortunately, can't do anything quite yet. Is that the end of your turn, Elgin?
That is it.
That will bring us to Shummrath, whose first move is going to look towards Lulu and shout, "Cursed creature!" and raise its mace to
Does
try
the shackles do nothing?
and smash Lulu. Oh, they do something. But he's not doing the... Yeah, they do something. That's all I'm going to tell you for now.
All right.
He definitely hits Lulu for 40 damage as his mace backhands Lulu and sends her flying into the crane as she slams into it and immediately onto the ground, motionless. He then looks down to you, Hayes, and raises...
I'm playing dead.
Or not
Playing
Hayes,
dead.
I'm sorry. I meant Elgin. He's actually not attacking Hayes. My
I'm
bad.
dead. I'm dead.
He looks down at Elgin and swings his claw at you. And it looks like he's moving in immediately to bite you as well. When he swings his claw at you, however, this time you see it coming. It's come at you like 3 times now. As you raise your shield, it grazes off and you see a vulnerability on him. Go ahead and, if you want to, make an attack on him.
Oh, I most certainly will. Let's see. 23.
That will hit. You
For a
can
total of 12.
Are you adding anything to that hit, or is that just you good?
I mean, if you'll allow me.
Absolutely. If you land a blow and you have a spell that says you could push shit into it, you have the opportunity.
That's all you had to say. I'm going to cast Branding Smite to pump an additional 10 into this strike. So and it's all radiant damage.
Ooh. All right, and that's a total of 12 plus 10, so
That'll
22.
be 22.
Ooh. All right. Shummrath gets weaker and weaker with every blow. He's still standing, but he looked beat up before. He's looking pretty damn beat up now.
Love to see it.
As soon as he misses that claw and you slam into him, he roars, almost shaking the ground that you're standing on, and leans in to bite you, Elgin.
All right.
Which will hit you for 19 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution savings throw.
All right, Constitution. All right, let me take the damage and con save. Show me potato salad.
That's a success.
26.
You felt like something else came along with that bite, but you're able to resist the potent poison from coursing through your body.
All right.
I think he only has one more attack he can do, which he will do to As soon as he's done biting at you, he swiftly turns to his right just a bit, and this hulking tail lashes out right at Doya.
That's gonna hit.
Which slams into you for 23 damage.
I am still a wolf, but I don't look like I've been through a good time.
All right, well, that's the end of his turn. Stab.
Stab just saw Lulu get knocked the fuck out of the sky, so he's gonna run to Lulu, be like, "Oh shit, Lulu!" And he's gonna grab a potion of healing from his little fanny pack or whatever he has, and try to revive her like he's done so to everyone else. That long time ago. So, do you want me to link it, Jamie?
Yeah, go ahead and link the potion of healing. See how much it does. 2d4 plus 2. Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's 6 damage. All right, so you hastily take your potion and start pouring it into Lulu's mouth, just forcing her to swallow down this healing elixir. And she does. And she doesn't move at all.
Shit. Lulu, are you okay?
Nothing.
Still no response?
Nothing.
Can I grab her and shake her a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. You grab her and start shaking her after just forcing this potion down her mouth, trying to heal her, trying to wake her up. And it's almost like you're holding a rag doll.
All right, Lulu, you stay safe. So I guess I'm just going to go back to the fight because there's nothing we can do. Let's see. Okay. Give me 1 second. I want to read something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to my Shadow Blade. It's in my hand, but I also think it's still invisible. I think I might get like an extra thing to it if I'm like not seen.
Well, but real quick first, about invisibility. Does it only break you out if you attack? Does it stay if you just use items and whatnot? I think it does, doesn't it?
Only attack and spells.
Okay, and you've used neither, so yeah, you're definitely still invisible.
Okay.
So you run up and you're stabbing him with your Shadow Blade?
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you get advantage because you're coming out of invisibility. He did not see this coming. And you have a plus 1, 2, 3 to hit.
Shit, I'm gonna use my lucky just to roll again.
All right. Well, you have advantage. Is it? There's only
Oh
one
shit,
roll
my
there,
bad.
yeah? Okay, that would be the number to take. So now I need to see your Shadow Blade damage. What is it? 3d8? 2d8?
2d8, yeah.
Okay. You sneak up on Shummrath, and he didn't see your stab coming as you just sink into his thigh for 8. What type of damage is that?
Would it be sneak attack too? So 8 plus 11?
Yeah, it'd be 8 plus 11.
Okay, so it's 19 psychic damage.
Psychic. Okay, that's the best damage. He reels for pain as he looks down and see revealed behind him now. As he gets a little bit closer to death. Into turn stab?
Yeah.
All right. That'll take us to Doya.
Doya's going to keep on doing Doya and going for that advantage bite. Would a 17 hit?
You go to bite him, and as you do, he uses his left leg to just
Am I dead?
kick you off. But you're standing on top of a dead spine devil.
Oh, okay. It was freaky.
That's a miss, Doya.
Doya will go ahead and again burn a spell slot to heal, this time at a second level one. For 14.
Okay, you heal for 14. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Hayes, you're laying on the ground, but you are you at the moment. However, I need you to make a wisdom savings throw.
Damn, it's just like that, huh?
It's just like that until you succeed it. Which that would be a would that be a 20
20.
exactly?
Yeah, be a 20 exactly.
Hayes, you look up at Shummrath
Really?
towering over you again, and you just can't shake that.
Inspiration.
All right, roll again.
Oh.
You just can't shake that feeling of fear as you have the frightened affliction again.
Okay.
Can you still attack?
That's fine.
Yeah, he definitely can. He's currently laying on the ground.
Pure panic and fear, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to throw my hands out in front of each other and just clap. I'm going to cast just right in front of me and up towards him. Thunderwave. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Thunder damage.
He fucking succeeds, I guess.
No, these shackles aren't doing shit.
Well, that was gonna be my follow-up question. So, this has a knockback effect to it. If he fails this, do the shackles play any into that since he can't really take a wide stance because his feet are shackled?
Yeah, you shouldn't be moving, Jamie. You should be just like fucking on the ground worming.
If you were knocking him back, they would have had an effect.
That is what I'm doing.
I thought you said if he fails, he gets knocked back.
Oh, yes. But I'm saying... Okay. Never mind. I don't want to get into the weeds about it. He takes 12 damage plus another 4 thunder damage from my trait. Here, I'll link it here. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? There it is. There it is. Part of the storm. So he will take 4 thunder damage in addition to the 12. Is that what I said? Yeah, 12. And then I will let the wind pick me up from underneath my body and just carry me 10 feet back
Okay.
to here.
You slam your hands, immediately getting up, trying to just shove this thing away, as you definitely see these thunder waves pulsate over him and damage him, and push yourself back at the process. But he holds firm in the ground.
End of turn.
Next up would be Lulu. Nothing happens quite yet, as she lays motionless by the crane. Elgin, you're up.
Yes. This guy's looking kind of rough. You know what? I'm gonna stay the course. You know what? Why hold on to the big gun? We are gonna do. I'm gonna pop this guy with guiding bolt. Fuck it. Let's see what happens here. Motherfucker. Just so it's a 15.
You go to cast your guiding bolt. As it charges in your hand, he hastily swings his mace in a way to where you have to just move just a bit and fire off this guiding bolt past him into the distance.
Ah. Okay. Well, poopy water. That is, yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, that's going to bring us back to the Pit Fiend, who is going to turn and look at you, Stab. He looks quite angry as he shouts down at you, "No more of your tricks!" And looks like he is swinging his full force at you as you see a giant mace coming down, slams into you for 36 damage.
Half.
Okay, use your cunning action to half that.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge? Okay.
Yeah.
So his mace just clips your body. You're barely able to move out of the way of some of it. And immediately, almost before you have time to regain yourself, you see a claw swinging at you from the side,
Shit.
which will strike you for 11 slashing damage. As you're reeling from this claw, he leans in with his fangs to latch onto you, which might actually miss. Does a 17 hit?
That misses.
Okay. Just as he's about to bite onto your chest, you just hastily juke back. And as you're stepping back, however, he goes to attack with his tail, which he's going to have to make a check for this last move. Okay. He swings at you with his tail, and in the process slams into you for 26 damage.
Jeez.
However, right after spinning into you, he loses his balance and falls down onto his chest. The ground quakes slightly as soon as he hits the ground, as he is knocked prone. That's going to be the end of his turn.
Now's our chance.
You're up.
Yeah, Stab's gonna take full advantage and just launch a fucking flurry of stabs on him. You see. That's the silver rapier.
That's going to hit for your sneak attack plus your piercing damage for a total of, is that 18?
18.
Okay.
All right, here comes the shadow blade. I forget what I have to do for that, honestly.
2d8.
2d8. I'm gonna roll another rapier though, and do a roll. Does that hit first of all?
Is that a 17 to hit?
Yeah.
That is, well, actually, it'd be a 17, 18, it'd be a 19. But that will still miss. As you go to stab him with your, is that your shadow dagger you still in your offhand?
Yeah.
Okay, but nah, that will miss. As he's on the ground, he just squirms in just a way to where you can't sink it into him. Well, actually,
right,
hold
that's
on. He's on the ground. You should have advantage. Roll
Oh.
again.
Roll again. Oh, can I use a lucky if I had an advantage?
I mean, if you want to, you can use luckies. You have
Yeah, sure.
however many you have.
Got fucking horrible rest, so I think I already used one. Use another one.
Are you using another one? Okay, there you go. Dang, now you
Great.
same outcome.
All right, I'm not gonna waste another one.
Roll one more time. Just for that first attack, you should have had advantage on as well, just to see if it's a crit. Okay, never mind. So yeah, you completely miss your offhand. Feeling lucky, just the fates weren't on your side this time.
Okay.
End of turn?
Yeah, end my turn.
All right, Doya, you're up.
So he's surrounded by enemies. I already have advantage because of that, and he's on the ground. Do I get like super advantage?
I'm afraid there is such thing as super advantage, but no, I don't even know enough about it to say that. So you get regular advantage.
Very well. Will a 20 hit him?
A 20 will hit. What? Wait.
That's 18 plus 2
A 20 will
from
not
my
hit.
allies. 20 will not hit.
Will not hit. You go to bite him,
This
and you
motherfucker's
just
on the floor.
sink onto his really thick, tough, scaly part of his shoulder, as you just can't pierce through his armor.
Understood. I will attempt to keep nipping at him, but apparently nothing is happening. Okay. That is it for me.
All right, Hayes, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
Is that plus 5?
Yeah, you're within
I'm
range
within
of
10 feet.
Elgins. That's a 21.
Yeah.
21.
If you're in range, then yeah.
You grit your teeth, you plant and dig in your
Yay.
heels, and finally you've overcome your fear of this creature, just replacing it with raw anger.
All right. Ah! I'm gonna step this way, and I'm going to reach out with both hands this time, and cast a lightning bolt screeching across the ground, and that's gonna require a dex save from him, which you can tell me. I don't know if you can make a dex save if you're on your face on the ground.
A dex save on the ground? You know, always play whatever you can do to the monster can happen to you. So I would ask you, if you were on the ground, would you want to auto-fail a save or have a chance?
I mean, not necessarily any save, but if it like dexterity is moving out of the way.
Correct.
Yeah,
And if
I would make
was...
an argument. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to move that fast. Like I wouldn't imagine, or he should at least have disadvantage, if nothing else.
Definitely has disadvantage. But to auto-fail, I'm asking you as players, which I'm willing to open this can of worms, do you want the same affliction for you if you're in the same position?
If my feet were shackled, yes.
Very well.
Oh.
We'll play with that moving forward. Hayes.
If you are otherwise like your feet are literally shackled and bound in chains, yeah, sure.
Your lightning bolt sails right past Elgin and into this pit fiend on the ground, unable to get out of the way of this, as it takes 31 lightning damage, electrocuting its body. It screams out in pain, but is still holding on.
All right, again, you tell me. What are we? Is he within 10 feet of me right here?
He is.
Like his circle. Okay, then he's gonna take in another 4 lightning damage from the lightning arcing off of my body.
Okay, a little bit of lightning strikes off of you and just zaps him. He takes a little bit more.
Then I will utilize the. Here we go. Tempestuous magic here to kind of float me 10 more feet back here, and I will try to just look out for Lulu. End of turn.
Okay. Next would be Lulu's turn. Hayes, you walk up to her and you see that she's not moving, but you now see some faint glow just emanating off of her body. Just barely. It's very dim. Nothing else happens at the moment. Elgin, you're up.
Yes. Well, as I'm standing over him, he is still presumably laying on the ground.
That is correct.
I will attack, and I would have advantage on this one.
That is correct.
All right, so I'm gonna roll my attack. 26.
It's gonna hit.
For a total of 14 damage. Is he still alive?
How do you want to do this?
Ooh, yes. You know, I don't want to go too dark here, but while he's laying on the ground, I'm just gonna walk up to him, and I'm just gonna be kind of like, flipping my mace in my hand, just as we're doing this Office Space style. And as I walk up, you wanted to test our metal. You really wanted to test the ones who are going to bring order and balance to this realm. Well, I'm going to test you. And I raise my mace up, and then I will just start repeatedly slamming it into his ankles and his kneecaps.
Fucking went misery on this bitch.
and as I until I'm gonna keep asking him with every hit, does he yield?
Cool.
So you smash and bash and smash and bash over and over and over, just breaking this thing's ankles and knees down. as he roars out in pain. Now, I have to ask you, were you aiming to be non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay. As you're smashing,
I want him to yield. Actually, I'm trying to give him an opportunity.
he coughs out blood while cackling and seemingly dying in the process. As he sputters out, "Yes, mortals, I yield. Your power. Your power."
Okay.
Well, I feel this has ended on a satisfactory note. And I will just simply ask, are we finished here, Shummrath? Or are we done?
He slowly turns his body over to where he can face you and sits up with his hand slightly. The shackles around his destroyed, I want to say hooves. I think these things have huge hooves. Almost dangling off of him at this point. But he says, "There is no need for more bloodshed. I will give you what you ask, and will ask you something as well. Are your friends done?"
Well, I'm gonna just kind of look around and just be like, gentlemen, do we believe this unnecessary contest of champions, do we feel has been satisfactorily brought to a close?
I'll turn around. I've kind of got one hand on Lulu until she starts glowing, at which point I would have just pulled my hand back, and I'm kind of splitting my attention, but yeah, you would have caught my attention. I'll just give you a nod.
Okay. And Doya?
Doya will snarl and nip at, but not actually make contact with our demon here. But does not bite.
Stab?
Sure, but the shackles stay on until he gives us the blood.
Well, I think we have plenty of that laying around. I believe we can come to terms. But first, before we do so, I must see to my friend.
We're going to go ahead and exit combat then, as it doesn't seem like Shummrath has the will to fight you anymore.
Good. I'm gonna I'm gonna rush over to where Lulu and Hayes and Stab are, and what kind of a state is she? Is Lulu?
She's glowing.
Unconscious still?
Her body
she's glowing.
is illuminated in a faint golden hue right now. She doesn't seem to be moving or breathing, however.
Lulu?
I'm gonna look back at Shummrath and what did you do to her?
Shummrath responds, "Nothing unusual. The same thing I did to you. Looks like she couldn't take the hit as well as you could, though."
With what I have left, I am gonna pour the last. I'm gonna pour the last of my 10 points of lay on hands into Lulu, praying that we can revive her.
You place your hand on her and let this holy magic course through her body. It almost mixes and matches with the golden hue, just barely glowing off of her body. And once your magic is finished, nothing changes.
The glowing's good though, right? That means she's still coming back, right, Lulu?
Look, Lulu. I'm gonna kind of lean my head down just to see if I can even hear like a heartbeat or anything.
Make a medicine check.
All right. Ooh, let's see how this plays out.
I'll move out of the way for Elgin to get close, and I'm gonna just go
Ooh,
stand next to
golden.
Shummrath.
All right. 22, nat 20.
You check her wherever her organs might be, feeling out for a pulse, maybe feeling on the area her heart would be, checking on her neck, looking at her eyes, just everything to see what condition she seems to be in. And everywhere you check, that feeling sinks in a bit deeper and a bit deeper. It seems beyond a reasonable doubt that she's dead. The only thing that would confuse you otherwise is this faint glow off of her body.
I'm gonna ask Shummrath, why is she glowing? She has no pulse. She doesn't breathe.
Shummrath looks over at the small Lulu's body and says to you, I don't know what magic a celestial being possesses. Perhaps it's a pleasantry after they die.
I'm gonna go ahead and come out of wolf form here. Can you do some cleanup for me?
I might kill the Doya. Can you get the Doya off?
Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. I would also I'd like to do an investigation check on her, because I've got a suspicion that because she's not of this plane, maybe she's got something special about her.
You were investigating her for what specifically?
Can I do a check on these magics to see if they're like holy magic or something?
Do you want to see what kind of magic this is?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
On a check.
Wow. All right.
Tell me everything, sir. Tell me everything.
Yes, dude.
Y'all crit.
These
Yeah.
nat 20s tonight. Jesus.
You examine her body and see this glow coming off of her, and you would assume immediately it's some sort of holy magic as you focus in on it and try to just sense maybe what school this may come from. And while there is absolutely something magical going on with her body, it doesn't come from any school that you know.
Gentlemen, I've never seen anything, never even heard of anything like this.
Well, if she was dead, she wouldn't be glowing. So I'll just carry her around until she'll come back.
And what'd you try on her, Elgin? Restoration?
I tried to lay my hands upon her and channel the power of Helm through her the same way I did for Hayes earlier. It didn't work.
I'm just gonna take her to the car, guys.
Hold on. Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
I have in my possession the remains of an elemental gem, which is a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to attempt to use it to cast a high-level revivify spell.
So
What does that mean?
the remains you have are a mere slight amount of dust. When you conjured that elemental, the status of the diamond would have shattered. You would have shards at best, and nowhere near the requirement to do what you're trying to do.
The shards themselves would not add up to 300 gold.
Absolutely not.
Very well. Never mind then.
All right. I'm just gonna let her rest up in the car, guys. Stab's just gonna pick Lulu up and just start slowly walking her to the car. wherever it may be.
Just a bit to the south, actually, of the Shummrath. I'll say you go ahead and walk off screen with Lulu.
All right.
Is he out of earshot?
Yes.
Turn over to Elgin. She's dead. It's going to destroy him. They were close, weren't they?
Yes. I fear she's gone. I worry that this is just a sign of the worst to come as well. For as bad as this is, I can't believe that nothing we've done has been able to save her life. There's got to be more. Got to be.
Is someone who could tell us more, but I don't think we're in shape to go find her.
Wait. Are you thinking back? Are you thinking Maggie?
No, even bigger. Certain Duke.
Yes. I think we're gonna have to go to the source. Well, we have to save her. There's no doubt about that. But if we're going to do that, we're going to need help. And I guess it's time we get our due from kneecaps over here.
I see if we can get double. Blood of Epiphy might be useful in other spells.
I've in the meantime, I've been trying to bottle up as much blood pouring out of this creature as possible while they were having that super serious conversation.
Stab, you would have put Lulu in the car by now as well. Are you staying there, or what are you doing? Stab?
Sorry, guys. My dog farted, and I had to let him out. Gross.
Oh,
I missed like all of that.
I was
That's
saying.
perfect, because so did your character.
Yeah, so did your character. You put Lulu
am I
in the
doing now?
car, Stab. I was just asking, are you staying with her, or are you coming back to the group, or what are you doing?
Stab thinks Lulu's all right. She's just gonna wake up soon, so he's just gonna snug her in to the passenger seat or whatever it has. Come out and see what the deal is with the blood vials. So he's just gonna stand next to Hayes.
Okay, and Hayes, you get vials. How many vials do you have, I guess?
I have two empty vials from healing potions that I've used before. And then
shit. Let me keep
at
that.
this point, I also would have started filling up my water skin with it as well.
All right, Shummrath looks over towards you, just kind of resting up on his elbows, sitting up halfway, and lets out a light demonic chuckle as he says, "Such desire for my blood. Tell me, sorcerer, what purposes do you have for it?"
Well, to be quite honest, I have no clue. It's not me that desires your blood. Look, I didn't even want to fight you to begin with. I would have been fine with, we did kind of a cool thing for you and then maybe you not try and kill us. But here we are, so I'm gonna take a few extra ounces.
Do what you will. You've earned it. It will take... And he looks down at his ankles that are all that's left of his feet and say, a few days' time to rejuvenate.
Well, I suppose in the scheme of things, a few more days is nothing to what you've waited down there, but if you just sort of played ball with us, you could have been well on your way to vengeance already, and we all know how much you crave that.
I needed to know. I needed to know you were worthy to join me in my conquest of Bel.
Did we agree? Was there an invitation that was sent out for this conquest of hell?
There was not. But if you're willing to sign a contract, I can grant you powers to aid me.
Oh,
And
no,
whatever you wish to do.
no. I'll stop you right there. I'm an expert in these things. I have read all of your contracts. They're all shit, and I want nothing to do with it. I appreciate it. I see that you see the value in me and our team, and I kind of like gesture back to the team. We're all like half bloody to our team that we have here. But no, thank you. We're done with contract. We're done with contracts. We're done with contracts for now.
I hear I'm assuming I probably heard at least some of this conversation. Hearing the word contract, I'm gonna turn around and just kind of have a confused look on my face as to contracts.
Yeah, and that's why I would have turned around and said, yes, we're good.
Why would we? Wait a minute. We need a contract for you to help us?
No, I'm saying no to the contract. He's trying to do some shit. Don't let him, you know what? Don't even, Elgin, can you go start the car? We don't need to be pushing anyone with any more contracts. No more helping. The help is done.
Misunderstand me, sorcerer. The contract only adds to your might. On your own, you are more than capable already.
Oh, well, in that case, was sign. No, absolutely not.
We're
done with contracts. You don't even have ankles right now. Don't talk to me about contracts.
There's always a catch. Every time. We already signed I already made a bargain with Gargwath that already was against my favor. There's nothing that you could offer us that would make us sell our souls to you.
Here he goes. Yes, tell us about the contract now. Tempt our paladin.
Oh, there's no tempting.
He does what he wants when he wants to.
There's no tempting.
Follow me, and I could grant you all the power of an Avernus. Your own might
Follow
on top
you?
of theirs.
You have no feet. Where are we going?
Speaking of which, the dimensional shackles kind of, like, one's like halfway hanging off, and the other one's just kind of laying there on his ankle, like, haphazardly dangling.
I have no clue where those came from since I was unconscious when they got slapped on. And I am not asking questions as to where they came from.
They're
either.
huge right now, too.
I've acknowledged them, but I'm not going to address them.
Do I see him looking at them?
I kind of glanced at
Do I
it.
s- All right. Hayes, those are mine. Those are my shackles. I'm waiting for this motherfucker to finish whatever he's doing so I can grab my
Wait.
shackles back.
Look, I will not claim to be a sorcerer of any true skill, as I've just haphazardly fallen into most of these abilities. But what sort of sorcery have you learned that you've kept those, and I gesture to these giant shackles, on your person this entire time without anyone noticing?
I swear, when they came out of my pouch, they weren't that big. I don't know. I kind of just slapped them on in the heat of the moment.
Shummrath chuckles again at hearing this.
All right, Shummrath. Kind of an asshole and you hurt my friend. But are we done here with this blood? And we're just going to let him sit here with his no ankles, have an ass?
Hayes, how much do we have?
I've got kind of the 2 empty health potion vials full, and I've got them just kind of in my pouch, kind of just clipped onto the side right now.
Good.
And then I'm currently filling my water skin. I dumped the water out, and I'm filling it with blood now.
Good. Enough to satisfy the terms of our arrangement, and enough for us to use for our own ends, should we need it.
Yes. Shummrath, look. We got off, I feel, on the right foot. Yours, you have no right foot anymore. But I feel like it started great, and then you took it to a very violent place that it didn't need to be. You almost bit me in half. I take a little bit of exception to that. That being said, now that we're, little give and take here, right? Any information that you could provide for us as we continue on our way would be most helpful. Also, you weren't friends with, I kind of turned back to, let's see who's around me. To Doya. Doya, the 2, the fat demons, devils that were chasing us, that we split into with lightning.
The invisible ones.
Yes, do you remember their names?
In the melee of battle, I don't even think I remember them saying it. They might have, though.
I don't
It's
think
fine.
they ever gave their. I don't believe they ever gave their names. I don't recollect.
I think Mordenkainen said their names when they were standing out in front of his place. I just didn't remember.
Jamie also used them during last week's combat, but I don't think we were told them. Oh,
Okay.
no, they referred to each other once. I remember that now.
Okay. Then I'll say, you know what? It's probably fine. You probably don't know them. They're a bunch of nobodies. They're even less of nobodies now. Any advice for us continuing in the wastes of Avernus?
I have long been cursed here. I do not know what has changed in this realm, but I do know it will be mine. You put up a good battle, but know that you fought me freshly reformed, half at my best. I will rise and kill Bel. I would offer you more if you helped, but I have nothing more to give you.
What do you mean if we helped? Because, look, we're no fans of Bel by any means. What's your definition of help?
Bel runs a forge. Hell-forged weapons and armors. We'll absolutely be there. Reap the spoils of war, if you will.
You want us to go attack his Hellforge?
I want to siege every brick and stone he possesses.
And just what sort of army will be guarding this Hellforge?
A powerful one. I can't say the numbers anymore. But with me at full power, and you at my side, he wouldn't stand a chance.
Well,
And how he beat you the first time?
fair question. That's a fair question.
That is a fair one.
Right? It's fair. It's fair.
You see Shummrath's face get a bit, you see just a flicker of anger on him now as he turns his gaze towards you, and you almost feel a killing intent when he looks at you. But it's very brief. as he quickly calms down and says, "He had superior numbers at the time. Nothing more."
All right. Well,
And
will
what about now? That's what I'm concerned with. Do you have an army?
"I will raise one as quickly as I can. A week, 2 weeks at most, and I'll be ready."
Just
And I
whereabouts-
say-
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, and just whereabouts are you going to recruit one from? If Bell controls all of this with the help of Zariel, you're going to have a hard time building an army, aren't you?
Avernus is vast. Its resources vast. I am a pit fiend. I am Shummrath. My name alone will attract those to my side.
And that silky smooth voice, I'm sure, goes a long way as well. Right. Well, we will take it under advisement, and perhaps if the timing is right, we're all always good for a, glorious battle, I suppose, as long as it's for the right reasons. Now, and just in this meantime, I will have been digging through my pouch, and I will pull out the map. If you could just say or point and say here on this map where that forge might be, perhaps that helps the chances that we show up to fight the good fight.
You take out this map, which to Shummrath looks relatively small, as he stares at it, and he lets out another light chuckle, this time coughing up a bit of dark bile. And
I
says,
move the map to make sure none of the bile gets on the map.
You pull it away. It just a little bit just goes in front of it, but it looks like it may have been aiming for it. But he then says, "To map Avernus is to unravel the mind. Mortals cannot handle it. Whoever wrote this surely is no more." He then looks around at all of you and then asks, "Is one of you the forger of this?"
No.
Without saying anything else to you, he simply looks down at the map, holds out one of his fingers, and just touches his fingernail lightly to the map and says, "Bell's Forge." And as soon as he does, another location appears on your map.
Oh.
Oh, when it pops up, I say, we were just there. Just have to maybe swing back. I want to look and see if he has any sort of reaction, just from the fact that he just finished talking about how insane it was for someone to try and map Avernus, but then 5 seconds later touched a map of Avernus and exactly pointed to what he wanted to uncover. I just want to see his reaction, if that's what he expected or if he looks surprised or intrigued.
Staring at the map, actually, you know what? This would be a good chance for a perception check.
Okay.
It's hard to tell his emotional state looking at the map, but his face expression didn't change at all after he said Bell's Forge.
I'll take it and kind of start to fold it up and put it back. Yes, what an absolute madman to try and map Avernus. How crazy. Well, and I'll kind of look at his mangled ankles. I would love to say that this was a pleasure. It could have been. It didn't have to be this. And I like kind of like look down to my side, which still has, even though it's stopped bleeding, a giant puncture wound from a fang. It was not a pleasure. But I'm sure we'll run into each other again. How big could Avernus be, right? And I'll give him a couple pats on the side.
He just turns to face you, his expression unchanging, and says nothing.
Right. Anybody else have anything? I'll look over towards Elgin, Doya, and Stab.
Are there any other locations that Bell runs other than the Hellforge that we should maybe be wary of?
I am only familiar with the Forge.
No other palaces or anything?
If Bell had a palace, I would break every single wall, ceiling, floor, stone, rock, every piece of it.
Well then, I guess best of luck in your attempt on Bell. No hard feelings that we beat you, right?
I may seek you out in a week's time. Prepare for me if you're still here.
Another fight? Or maybe something a little bit more friendly?
To recruit, of course, when the siege is ready.
I see. Kind of want to look around and see if anybody's like interested at all in his seat, just in their facial expressions.
I would have been like mid turning around towards you, like shoulders dropped, head kind of cocked back, like, you know he's going to come and try and cut our heads off again. He's going to be like, you can either join me in destroying Bell's forge works, or I will destroy you. And I'll kind of like look past Doya back towards Shummrath. Am I in the realm? Am I in the ballpark?
I would give you a choice. We wouldn't have to come to blows again. I have my pride.
No.
If you deny me, then I will simply proceed without you. But
Well,
no, once I take over the forge, I aim for Avernus next. And if I become the lord here, and you remain, you did not aid me. You will regret it.
Right, so one thing leads to another. We either help you and are subservient to you, and then we owe you our souls or something, or we don't, and then you either die and we're fine, or you become Lord of Avernus, which, who holds that title now? Is it Zariel?
I am unfamiliar with this Zariel, but I do know your souls, while two are quite mighty, one seems to be tainted, and one seems to be lacking one.
Wait, hold on. Did you say someone is lacking a soul?
Such an asinine question, coming from you.
I would like clarification. Let's pretend that,
And I'm going to I'm going to gesture in the direction of Doya and Stab. That
You know, he's probably lost just a lot of blood. I have so much of it here.
let's pretend they don't know what you're talking about.
This blood's not gonna deliver itself.
You mean you don't know? Are you not a band of adventurers who been traveling together for who knows how long? And you don't even know each other.
Well, to be fair, we spend a lot of our times either arguing, fighting, or both.
It's a brotherhood, right? But the blood though, for real. It's
I want to know more about this soul situation.
okay, right.
What do
Shummrath
you mean?
chuckles and simply says, "The tainted paladin and the soulless sorcerer." How amusing.
I just sit down on the ground.
Ah, well. What difference does it make if he doesn't have a soul?
Yes, I'm much more interested in this taint now.
Have you heard me sing? I have soul.
Yes, I'm more interested in the taint. I broke the contract that was with Gargwoth. It's no longer in play.
You may have broken some contract here or there, but you offered it up. You put it on the table. You accepted the taint.
You should have seen what he did in the Wandering Emporium.
Well, be that as it may, I accepted it. But I did what I did to save lives, to end the rule of a tyrant in Avernus. You won't shake my faith or make me feel as though I am, what was the word? Tainted?
I don't seek to shake your resolve, Paladin. Just know that sometimes when things are offered, they're never truly back.
So you're telling me I still have a contract with Gargwoth?
Shummrath leans back a little bit, almost like he's measuring you up and down, like he's trying to decide what he wants to tell you. And then says, "Your soul is still yours. Your soul belongs to nothing else. But there's a stain, a lingering stench on it. It makes it less tasty, but it's still worthwhile."
Interesting. Be ready in 1 week.
Since
We'll be here.
at this point, I've kind of casually just put the blood away at this point. I've just kind of walked around back to the front of his head. Making sure that I stay enough distance away that if he tried to just like
bite out at you.
Yeah, I'm out of that range.
Okay.
But I would have walked back up to him. Well, since we're just airing everyone's dirty laundry, apparently, what would someone of your stature know then of my missing soul?
He turns halfway towards you and says, "Only that it's already promised. No. Already given to another. Something strong. Perhaps." He almost looks, he looks away a bit, almost a bit slightly concerned, and says, "Perhaps something stronger than me."
I just kind of, all right, I'm just gonna manually make a roll here because I'm gonna try to just play it off kind of cool.
All right, you trying to perform for everybody?
We'll see how it goes. Where's my performance? There it is. And I'll just kind of take a deep breath in, and I'll stoically look down, and I'll say, perhaps that is the case then. And perhaps one such as yourself should remember that if you cross paths with us again.
Shummrath is half turned towards you, but he doesn't say or move after you say that. Or doesn't say anything or move.
But thank you for the blood. We did need it. We did. We really did. It's a quest. It's a lot of info. We're not gonna. Thank you. And I'll start to walk back off.
Stab and Doya, what are you guys doing during all of this?
Stab's just waiting for everyone to be done so he could take his shackles and leave.
So you're kind of what's Stab? Tell me a little bit about Stab's mental state. Like he just wants to get in the car and go, or is there reasoning behind that, or how's he feeling?
Stab's just more worried about Lulu, and he just wants to go in the car and get away from because he's mad at Shummrath, and he just wants to go in the car and act like everything's okay as soon as possible.
I gotcha. So Lulu's just at the front of his mind. It's almost like these words are entering your head, but they're almost faint whenever you hear them, because all you want to do is just move away from all of this. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
All right. And Doya?
Doya almost did the whole Michael Jackson meme with the popcorn during the second half of this conversation. Just soaking it all in. Because we've put up a pretty united front when we face enemies, but this one seems to know stuff about us that, we don't even know about each other, and it's a little bit worrying, the tainted soul and the missing one. And I'm just trying to figure out, are these still people that I can trust to have my back in this fight down here?
Okay, so Doya, you're kind of a little on edge dealing with this thing, and then what happened to Lulu, and then your friends now as well. As you see Hayes just walking back towards the car, and Elgin stepping away from this creature, and Stab angrily staring down at Shummrath. You can retrieve those shackles now as well, Stab.
Shummrath, I'm getting my shackles back.
Shummrath just stares at you as you say this.
Do I have to unlock it with a lockpick, or since I put them on, what's the deal with that?
There's no feet to keep them on, so you could just slide them off.
Okay.
Elgin, beat the feet off this man.
I'm gonna just yank it and do it as painfully and fucking clumsily as possible on purpose, and just kind of like and just flick the blood back at him or whatever fucking bones, and just put it back in my pouch, man. All right, I'm off. Have fun healing.
Shummrath just stares at you as you do this, and the moment you remove these giant shackles, which one shackle looks like could fit over your whole body, they shrink down to the size of your wrists when you remove them from his body.
Cool. Into the pouch it goes.
He just watches you walk away.
Be back out of earshot again.
If he's going to the car, yes, he would be out of earshot.
I'm just gonna go in the driver's seat car and just do small talk with Lulu if it's gonna be me and Lulu by ourselves.
Yeah, it's just you two in there.
You know, you called the other two, and I'll point over my shoulder at Elgin and Hayes, threats. But if you killed Lulu, if you killed that little celestial thing, I don't think there's a force in heaven, hell, or the other material planes that'll keep you alive from that guy.
Shummrath looks at you and grins and says, "Oh, I like you. A threat. That's what I need."
I'm not the threat. The one in the car will be.
You getting pissed at me, Toya? Is that what you're doing over there?
It's that guy.
Oh, he said you were a bitch.
That guy in that car? If that Celestial's dead, he'll kill you. And I don't think any of us will ever stop him.
Let that anger fuel him.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Good luck building your army. We'll see you when we do. I'll rejoin the others.
All right. Hayes, Elgin, and Doya, you're standing near Shummrath, but not too far away. What are you guys up to? What are you gonna do?
Figure we're headed back to the car, so I'm sort of kind of meandering that way. But if there's something else,
Now I would have just been slowly walking that direction, just trying to secure all the blood that's in my pouch now in my backpack, and simultaneously just thinking in my head, oh, fuck yeah, I nailed that walk off. I nailed it.
All right, you're getting yourself situated with all your containers. Just get back to that car. And just stoked up about your threat and then walk off. Elgin,
Yeah, I had that like explosion in the background walk off moment.
What are you doing, Elgin?
I'm walking back, but I am also at the same time I'm not saying anything. I'm not addressing anything. Largely having an introspective moment, thinking about what he said. But and not and I guess maybe without trying to show it, kind of wondering if what he said was true, or if he, or like that's basically kind of where Elgin's mind is right now, trying to determine whether he was trying to sow seeds of doubt in the group, or if what he said would actually had any merit.
So
kind of just deep in thought, just as you walk.
Yeah. He's 1,000 miles away.
Okay,
Yeah, he's 1,000 miles away. He's walking to the car, but he's definitely not listening or hearing anything anyone's saying around him.
Right. All right. You all make your way back to the car. Stab is already sitting in the driver's seat. And Doya, I think you would have been the first to get in. You actually hear Stab talking. It sounds like he's talking to Lulu. And what sort of small talk are you making, Stab?
Just fucking, like, kind of playful, like, man, fuck that guy. He smacked the shit out of you, but, you took it like a fucking champ. Kind of shit like that.
So you're hearing stuff like that, Doya, as you hop in.
when I hit the door, where is Lulu sitting in this car?
Stab?
I assume there's the chair closest to me. To Stab.
There's a little spot in front with you, yeah.
I'll look over at Lulu and look back at our pit fiend and just shake my head and hop in. I'm going to be trying to do it as quietly as possible.
Is everyone around the car?
I'd say at this point, Hayes and Elgin climb in the vehicle as well.
All right, guys, should we head on over to the Baldy? Give him the blood?
Before we talk about that, we're going to take a quick break.
All righty.
We're going to go
Don't
for
forget you
about...
have a motorcycle.
There is a motorcycle out there, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Elgin, I'll say you maybe, you don't get in the car.
I'll take the
you maybe...
motorcycle, actually.
Okay, yeah, so you hop on the hog and off to the side.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick 10-minute break. Don't go anywhere. We're about to find out where they're about to head to next. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Ugh.
And he's back.
And we're all back. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Let's get right back into it. All of you are in the Tormentor, your car, except for Elgin, who is currently on I think it's called a Hell Rider. No, not Hell Rider. It's called I forget the name. It's on a motorcycle, pretty much.
I like Hell Rider. We'll go with it.
And yeah, you guys are kind of just chilling now. Not too far away from Shummrath, but a decent distance away. About like 100 feet.
I'll be in my chair with my seatbelt firmly fastened. And I'll just be kind of rubbing my shoulders and my back like this as best I could. You guys, I don't mean to cast judgment, but after that fight, my back, it really does hurt. It really hurts after that fight from laying on the ground the whole time.
I can take a look at that for you.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to be I wanted to be petty. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, where are we headed? Should we go back to the Baldy?
I feel like I need a week-long stay at the Infernal Repute.
The Infernal
or whatever
Rapture.
It's called. Yeah, Rapture. That's where we...
How bad off does Hayes really look? I mean, like, I know he went down hard, so it's probably not great.
I'm pretty bruised up at the moment.
Stab is gonna take his glove off, and he's gonna poke Hayes on the shoulder.
Should you be driving?
Oh,
You guys aren't moving yet.
so yeah.
Oh,
You need
okay.
destination first.
You okay, buddy?
Wonderful. Yes.
So I'm just gonna say it. So do you have a soul? And what's that like? And why what should I be doing here? Do you feel any different? So I'm just gonna start poking him.
Are you asking if I feel different because I have a soul, or are you asking if I feel different because I allegedly don't have a soul?
I don't know, man. I don't even know what the soul does.
Does anyone? Who needs them, right? Where are we going?
Okay, buddy. You know what? I owe you one. All right, where are we going, guys? I think Hayes over here needs to rest his shoulder.
Let me take a look at that shoulder. And I'm going to cast at 3rd level Cure Wounds on you.
Oh my god. You hit yes, that's the spot. Yes, you've hit it. You hit it. And I'll kind of like sit up in my seat and kind of stretch out. Oh, I feel way better. Way better now.
Though I didn't realize this until I saw him, but my shoulder fucking hurts too, man. Do me next.
I'm going to do a medical check on Stab. How does he look?
Stab. Do I answer that or do you, Jamie?
You answer that, Stab.
It looks like Stab has 19 health left out of 59.
I'm going to request you use more effort to be more theatrical next time, Stab.
Okay, you want me to redo?
No, it's fine for now. He has 19
I just
health
thought it was
left
funny to say that.
It is funny the first time.
Yeah, I'm going to look Stab over and I say, this doesn't look like it's all the way in the socket. I'm just going to pop it back in there for another Cure
How's that
Wounds.
feel? Does that feel good?
It probably hurts like hell initially, but yeah, you heal for 9
Oh,
afterwards.
fuck you, man!
Oh no, embrace the pain. Afterwards it just feels so much better. And I'm just still stretching over here.
I guess it does. Do I heal from that?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Healing 14. Ah, shit. Lulu, how you doing over there? That's okay. That's okay. You just keep glowing, okay?
Is
I-
Lulu still glowing?
That weird interaction with a probable corpse that garnered no response, but he responded to it. I'm gonna cast a glance just
Is she
over
still glowing,
to
Jamie?
Doya.
Very lightly.
Very lightly. Okay.
Has the
Well, Stab
glow
is still optimistic.
changed?
Same glow.
Hayes, can you do me a favor and man the gun this time around?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. And I just under my breath, anything that gets me out of this awkward situation. Yes, I'll go get up in the gun.
All right, so to the Baldy, yeah?
Where are we going?
To Baldy's house. We got the blood. We got buckets of it. It's in my pants. It's in my shoes. I'm just fucking wringing my shirt over his fucking head. So here you go.
Mordenkainen.
That's right.
It was either Mordenkainen or we keep on adventuring out this way. Probably Mordenkainen, though.
Yeah, I don't want this blood to go bad. Might as well give it to him. I mean, I don't know if we have it like in a closed container or nothing. I don't know how blood works.
I have a herbalism kit if we need to transfer some of that, Hayes.
I'll look down at my backpack, which is now at least partially soaked in blood, that it's kind of leaked out of my water skin. Yes, I believe that that would probably be for the best.
I would like to use my herbalism kit to try to contain some of this blood, Jamie.
Some of your herbalism kits. So the kit wouldn't be too big. You might have, I would say 3 vials in there. Sounds fair.
Well, considering I have 2 vials and a water skin of blood. That's a
Yeah,
bad
maybe
name.
don't drink from that one for a while.
He's the overachiever over there. All right, guys. I'm going to yell out to Elgin. Well, Stab's going to yell out to Elgin. Elgin, we're going to the bald dude, Mordenkaimers.
I'll correct. Mordenkainen. Mordenkainen.
Yeah, whatever. The dick.
From the top.
I figured as much.
All right, Stab's is going to start
real quick.
taking out a park.
I wanted to DM.
Yes.
What is the speed of that cycle?
The speed of a bike. Let's take a look. See, I got my vehicles here. Let's just pull one out and take a look at it. If I could find it. Where's my motorcycle?
Where's my motorcycle?
There it is.
Motorcycle.
It's called a Devil's Ride. There we go.
Gotcha. There you go.
Base movement is 120 feet.
Okay, cool. That works. It was basically, I was only asking because it was going to determine whether or not I took a different mode of transportation.
I got you.
But anyway, yeah. Then I say, all right, let's mosey on.
All right, so you guys are going to try to make your way back to the Tower of Erm. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Stab, or actually, who's leading the little caravan here? Elgin, are you out in front, or are you letting the Tormentor go? You have more speed, so you kind of
I'll lead the charge.
All right,
Okay.
I'm following Elgin.
So, which way are you going, Elgin?
So, I know that we said that we've already determined the map is pretty much by a crazy person, so some of the directions are weird, but we're coming from the pit of Shummrath, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna take a straight shot as much as I can take a straight shot. This would be what, southeast?
Looks like it's that way.
And then that's the direction I'm gonna start going.
Okay. Elgin revs his Devil's Ride and then takes off, heading what he hopes is southeast, staring back at the pit of Shummrath and heading back in the complete opposite direction. Stab, you push down on that accelerator and follow behind. The wind hits your face, Elgin. It is unpleasant as always. The smell of sulfur constantly assailing your nostrils, the sweat all in your armor from the heat of Avernus itself. It's not a pleasant ride, but you maintain the course. It's not that much better for those of you inside the Tormentor either. It's pretty stagnant air inside of there. A little bit's breezing through, but what is breezing through doesn't really feel that much better.
Is it too bad, or would I be able to attempt a short rest?
If you're just sitting there in the car, you could do a short rest while just sitting there if you wanted to.
I'd like to attempt to start one. We'll see if I manage to make it, though.
And Hayes could as well if you wanted to, actually.
I mean, even up in the gunner
If
seat?
you're looking out and actually using the gun seat for now, then you would be doing an activity. I'd say you couldn't rest in that case. Be on the lookout.
Then I will be doing an activity.
Okay. So you guys travel onward, back to what you hope towards is leading to the Tower of Erm. About an hour goes by of driving, and the terrain doesn't really change that much. A few dunes and hills there, a few black pits laying about that you have to avoid. The occasional roaming abyssal chicken group going in front of the vehicle, almost getting hit, but just scurrying across the quote-unquote road. Another hour goes by.
If we complete that first hour, I would like to swap off with Hayes.
Sure. You can go ahead and roleplay that out.
Feeling a little bit better, sir. You want to get a couple minutes in the sack?
Stab chuckles at that.
Yes, I believe I could benefit from that little R&R. I'll climb down out of the gunner seat and sit firmly down in the seat and put my seatbelt on. If there are there seatbelts in here? Did I ask that before?
There are no seatbelts in here. You guys have kind of said you put your seatbelt on, which is, that's fine. But if you're wanting to try and avoid getting hurt in a wreck, it's going to take you bracing hard as hell.
I take some of my hempen rope and I tie it around the chair and across my shoulder and down, and I just straight up Jurassic Park in the helicopter style, just tie it together just to keep myself from flying through the windshield or lack thereof in the event of a sudden deceleration. When I sit down, though, I want to wait like a few minutes. And if Stab has not said anything to me, it's kind of just me and him in here at the moment.
Stab watched you basically bonded yourself next to him, thinking, oh, that's how that motherfucker sleeps now? Okay. I'm gonna let him rest.
Well, short rest, I don't think you don't even have to
It's just you chilling. You don't have to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then Stab is gonna make small talk with you. Be like, hey, you think this Baldy can fix Lulu? You know, he knows a bit about everything. Dude has a business forest. Maybe we could get some berries in the business forest and just smear them together and make sort of a glow enhancer and whatnot. And then Lulu will be fine. She'll just be, continue with the party.
Stab. I want to be as clear with you as I possibly can. I remain optimistic that Mordenkainen can at least give us a prognosis on our friend Lulu here, and I will do whatever it is I am able to do in my power to help her. That being said, I would do my best to frame my expectations appropriately. Now, that being said, how are you holding up, friend?
Doing all right, man. Exhausted, honestly. I just really want to get this over with. Get Lulu smiling again. Maybe maybe the glowing means she's just cocooning. You know, it's that hidden potential in her. Maybe she's gonna be that thing that she always wanted to be. You know, that we could just fly around on the mammoth. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Indeed.
How you holding up, friend?
Well, better now that I don't have poison flowing through my veins.
Yeah, I saw that shit. You got knocked out, man.
That was possibly the most pain I believe I've ever been in my entire life.
You see them shackles I brought out? Pretty cool.
I didn't. I took a nap at some point during that skirmish, and when I woke up, they were just there. So those were your doing.
Yeah, man, I snuck them off the alien dude.
That was quite brilliant.
Thanks. He was still beating the shit out of us, so I wasn't sure if what I did was worth it. But
look,
I
at the end of the day, you did what you could to protect your friends. I mean, down here, this is about as close to family as we're going to get, I suppose. And speaking of family, you asked me earlier.
Yeah, I did. I was deciding
whether or not I have a soul.
I thought this time I should dance around it rather than direct.
Well, I can be. I suppose it's only fair if I'm honest with you as well. Yes, while I am still, as far as I know, and to this point, completely and still in control of my own faculties. But in a moment of panic, as a child, when I was on the brink of being brutally murdered by my family by blood, I may have traded that in exchange for my life. And so now, I have seemingly entered into a bargain with a being more powerful than I am capable of wrapping my mind around. I have not wanted it to be something that weighs on the minds of you or the rest of us, and I don't want it to be a distraction from the overall mission. I, at the end of the day, want to do as much good as I can before I meet my, well, inevitable demise. So, nothing to worry about as of right now, but yes, the short answer is I have traded my soul for now.
Well, all right, man. I don't know what the difference is, but with or without a soul, you're still Hayes, right?
I'm the same Hayes you met. I kind of look at my wrist even though there's not a watch on it. However long ago we met for the first time.
You know, I hate boats, and I know we're gonna have to fucking get on one. And I know I'm gonna look back, see if Doy is there. I don't want Doy making fun of me, but I just really hate boats. So, if he says some shit, can you just change the subject for me?
As someone who specializes in boats and ships and really all manner of things that float, Yes.
Cool. Still condescending sometimes. But
I don't believe it comes from a place of malice.
I know. I trust him with my life, but
He's I think that he has been around the block a few times, and sometimes the wisdom he imparts comes across as condescending, but I do not believe he intends it to be that way.
yeah, well,
Nonetheless,
it definitely comes out that way.
that shouldn't stop us from giving him shit about it.
Oh,
And
hell
I'll kind of glance back just to make sure. I just can only see like the lower half of his body.
What's
Oh,
Doya
they can't
doing?
hear anything from the bounce of the road.
What's Doya doing, Jamie? Or Doya, what are you doing?
I'm manning the
Doing
turret
thing.
in the back.
Is it like what kind of chair is it?
That's a Jamie question there.
I assumed it was like a hole, and like your body's up in it, and you can like turn it around, but I could be wrong.
It's a seat with kind of like a periscope like item that controls the harpoon. Like it's poking out the base of the shaft of the harpoon launcher. So when you twist around in the seat, it actually turns the scope and the harpoon turret itself. So you're still down
Okay.
in there.
What's the suspension like on there?
You tell me, Stab. What is the suspension like on there?
I'm gonna say that he's bouncing up and down with each fucking rock we go on.
It's very unpleasant. This car has terrible suspension. There you go.
All right, so you know what? Speaking of that, Hayes, you want to see some funny shit? Hold on to your ropes. So Stab is gonna fishtail a bit with his car. He's going to use the juke action, just very slightly, to see if he can get a rise out of Doya.
You juke the car back and forth. Doya, you almost
Shit!
get your head slammed twice as he's juking.
Sorry about that, Doya. There was a chicken on the road. What the fuck's that for?
Fine back here, but maybe the next time we stop, you take a look at this suspension.
Okay, next time. So common.
We need to find.
Do I love it?
I'd love to, but we have to find another wrench.
Oh shit!
That
Forgot about
mouthless
that.
fuck took our wrench.
That's right. He took my my fucking bracelet too, man.
Which brings me to another point here, and I don't know if how well Doya can hear us.
Only if you're loud or directing it towards me.
Okay. So I'm not like trying to not let Doya hear. So I'm just looking forward essentially and saying this. And I'll say, our did anybody else notice that Elgin offered up his holy symbol as a homunculus, but he was still able to command the righteous fury of Helm?
I was unaware that he needed that to do that.
I only know what I have read, so I plan on asking him. Directly. This is not me trying to.
Oh, are you saying something?
What? He's on his motorcycle up there.
Oh,
Well,
we
no,
can't
I'm just
hear
saying
you.
to spare you the time of asking me, because it'll just be a waste. But it only keeps me from casting spells with material components without needing material components. So I haven't cast any spells that require them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, on the subject of Elgin.
I'm still going to ask. You have saved me 0 time.
Right ahead. I'm just telling you. Just the answer will be that simple.
You've saved JD some thought, but Hayes, it's still the same amount of time.
Yeah, dude, ask him. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like that's a fairly important piece, and I genuinely fear for the life of that creature that took it, should Elgin come across him. As we need that wrench, and I will bring down the Fury as well. But I'm
You
just
get loud
curious.
when you said that?
Yes.
You know, I might be able to do a locate object spell, Hayes.
Oh, now you come up with it when we driven like how long? It's been hours.
I just turn around. I'm just turned around in my chair. Just wait. What?
I didn't think of it at the time.
Did you Stab? Did you hear him?
I heard him.
Look, it'd have to be really close anyways. What are the odds that guy stuck around?
How close?
Maybe a kilometer.
How close?
Maybe a kilometer. It'd be pushing it.
What is that? In,
Oh,
how
right.
many steps is that?
I
How many steps is
lean
that?
I lean forward to Stab. What's a kilometer?
I don't know, man. Fucking, he's just using big words to make you like feel dumb. Just don't. Just,
This is what we
Yeah.
were talking. This is what
Kilometer.
we were talking about earlier. He tries to. He's very knowledgeable, but it comes off just icky.
yeah, I don't want him to feel like I'm stupid, man.
Right.
Man,
we're probably
yeah.
farther than a kilometer now.
So that's right. You guys use, what is it, feet? 1,000 feet.
What do we know? Is that? That's not even right. You
I
tell me.
know. I know miles and leagues. How many leagues do you want?
Sailor Hayes.
Oh, 1,000 feet. Okay, that's 1,000 steps. Got it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Hayes.
I'm done. No,
Okay.
no, I got nothing.
Elgin, can you make a perception check for me? Since you're in the
Oh.
front.
Yes, I most certainly can. A normal. I don't see shit.
Wow.
Ooh. Is that red?
No, you don't. So
Yes.
you keep on rolling. There seem to be quite a few more hills or mountainous areas around you now. But you don't. You keep on rolling through.
All right, I'm
Oh.
staying.
Old
Focus.
Ants in my eyes Johnson up here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if my prices are too low.
I guess Stab, you would be the next person in line since you're driving. So if you could make a
All right.
perception check as well.
It's
What do I
better.
see, Jay? 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Oh my god. Okay.
He only has 2 ants in his eyes.
I'm the gunner, so
Aren't
Alright,
you
well,
aiming
you-
behind me though?
You guys
yes, I am.
won't spot this early, but you proceed on for a little bit more until you're within about 500 feet of an event happening. Ahead of you, a dark speck of an object seems to erupt out of the ever-crimson horizon. Blurred by Avernus's heat, it's hard to discern whether the object is flying or jumping, as it continually comes into view for a brief second before quickly disappearing again. Coming a bit closer, you realize that the object is moving up and down a large rock that rises from the plains in a semicircle, flying into the air in a big jump before descending again.
Mm-mm.
The object comes up again, but this time stops on top of the rock. It seems to be a 2-wheeled vehicle, and you can just
Aw.
barely make out the humanoid figure who jumps off of it. The creature seems to have spotted you as it begins waving a hand towards you, and you might be mistaken, but you could swear you can make out a large grin on the figure's green face from even this far away.
Do we know a green motherfucker?
What do y'all
Is that
do?
Ghost Rider? I mean, I don't see shit, so I'm just short resting still.
Who said- who says this,
do I
me
get
and
the
Elgin?
benefits of a short rest, by the way?
Yeah, you would gain a bit of a short rest. I'd say Elgin and Hayes, or not Hayes, Stab could see this pretty clearly now. You just couldn't spot it early on.
Okay, we could see. Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna nudge Hayes and be like, "Oh, dude, do we know that guy? This guy looks like he wants to talk to us.
Huh? What? And
That guy over
kinda
there."
lean up towards the. Well, I'll have to undo my rope seatbelt, and I'll kind of lean forward and look out the window and see this guy or this thing. It's waving at us.
Yeah, he's waving kind of like this, and you're pretty sure it's pretty loud, but you think you hear in the distance. Hey, over here! A quick word.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, let's see.
how
I'm
long
down
has
there
it been
now.
since we left?
It's been about
Since we
2
got in the-
hours.
Well, I mean, we literally just fought a pit fiend. So what's the worst that could happen?
Stab's gonna start slowing down the. Oh, what does that mean?
He heals for
Nice.
1. Is what that means.
Did I really roll?
That's the 2.
I have a 2. It's a 2.
Oh, it's a 2. Yeah, my
Because
bad.
my constitution.
1d6 plus 1.
Stab's
So-
gonna slow down the car and try to see what Elgin.
Okay, Elgin, what are you doing?
So you said we could just vaguely hear this guy. I'm gonna slow down.
Okay, you start to slow down as well, and when you do, you see him do like a quick little bounce. It almost looks like out of excitement as he hops back on his devil's ride and rides down this ramp to greet you. As he approaches, he slows up about 100 feet ahead of you and just comes to a complete stop. How close do y'all want to get to this guy?
As we get closer, can we get a better idea of
Yeah, let's this
if
guy's
we know
game.
this person?
He doesn't look familiar at all.
He's gonna shout out as he gets close. Do we know you?
He shouts back. Are you still slowly approaching him?
Yeah.
Okay, he shouts back. I don't believe you do because I don't know you.
Oh. Well, I'm Stab. Who are you?
Here, hold on. And he revs his bike a bit and slowly starts drifting to get closer to you and
I'm
says,
just gonna stop. I forgot I was still going.
Let's talk closer so we don't have to yell. That sounds like a plan. A good plan. Until
Cool.
he pulls up in front of your car and stops, kicks a little kickstand on his devil's ride and hops off. And he looks like this.
Oh, he looks like
Oh,
Peter
man.
Pan.
He happily hops off of his bike and approaches your vehicle and actually approaches you, Elgin, since you're in the front technically.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
And he says, first he offers a courteous bow and says, greetings, esteemed travelers. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Smiler, favorite of Timora herself, it would seem, since she blessed me with your company. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Elgin Greymalkin,
Mm-hmm.
Paladin of Helm.
Paladin. Wow. That's a paladin. Yes. And your friends, I assume?
Are we close enough?
I'll gesture back. I'll say, the one with the horns is Hayes.
Okay.
The
Do the rest.
one with the elderly disposition is Doya. And the other one is Stab.
Yeah.
I just vision like you just see the three of us looking out of the slit in the window, the front windshield of this, and we're all just kind of looking out,
Hello.
You
Scooby Doo style.
not to be rude, but could they maybe come out and we see each other and talk? You know, like,
What business do you have first?
I'll kind of like do the hand gesture deal and be like,
Okay, fine.
He's either in danger and his life requires us to get out, or he genuinely wants us to. We should go see.
Sure, we can wait
Oh.
a second.
I'll open the door.
I'll get to like,
Nah,
like
pal.
you know the video the guy at the game. He's just sitting there with his hands on his hips. He just looks very disappointed.
Like that's me. I'm just like,
I'm coming. I got out first. I'm kind of like brushing Avernus dust off of me. Just hold on.
Stab kind of touches Lulu for a second, and does Stab get a response?
Nothing.
Okay, you stay here. I'll be right back.
Riding around with a dead body. Just riding around with a corpse in the car. No big deal.
Stab, hear that shit?
Please
This
no.
person's a
Please
cop.
no.
Be cool. Be cool if they're a cop.
Were you mumbling that, Hayes? I'm assuming.
Yes.
You wouldn't have heard that then, Stab.
Okay. Is she rotting?
No, she's not. She. It's been 2 hours.
I don't know how it works in fucking hell. I don't know how an elephant would last there.
Yeah. How does a magical
point.
elephant rot in hell?
It could be
What's the
different. You're
sign?
all right, but no, there's no rotting as of yet.
Okay. Stab is gonna think everything's okay, and just stays close to the car, but just wants to see what's going on.
All right.
I will
Oh, go ahead, Doya.
unsecure myself from this turret. I don't know the process if I gotta do a chair or periscope up first and all that, but I'll get out behind Hayes.
All right. And when you hop out, Smiler's looking at you. It looks like he's taking his measure of each one of you, like looking you up and down. He sees Hayes get out and sort of claps his hands a bit, and then sees Stab get out and just gives a nod. Sees you get out, Doya, and just puts his hand on his chin. And he's just nodding and says, "Yes, I see. So magic looks like good with the rapier and such. And you look maybe a druid. You look like a druid. Splendid. Yes. Greetings.
What are? And I just gesture. I'm just very off-put by this creature for some reason. I don't know why.
Is Stab's rapiers visible?
What's going on here?
I assume you have him on your hip. Do you not?
Yeah, Stab is gonna be like, look at his hip and then look at him and be like, how did you know?
Intuition, my friend. Intuition. No.
Oh, shit.
I am very fortunate to have met you because I assume you are adventurers and you're adventuring in Avernus. Yes?
you are correct.
Yes.
Yes, I see. You know, not too long ago, I led a merry band of adventurers like yourselves, except with orange fur and sharper teeth. Bad things have happened since then, and I was hoping if you weren't too busy, you could, perhaps help me out for rewards. Of course, rewards. Each one of you.
Wait, you're saying you were the one with the orange fur and teeth?
No, my minions. Or, friends. Yes, friends.
Can I insight check this fool?
Yeah,
You can, go for it.
clappy motherfucker.
I don't like the cut of this guy's jib from the get-go. You can check the tape. My face this whole time is this. Don't like this guy.
Ooh.
I don't like the cut of his
He's
jib.
full of
bro.
shit.
So, just judging from the way he's behaving, you can clearly tell he's fairly eccentric. As far as telling the truth or whatnot, his demeanor makes it extremely hard to tell. But given the surroundings, and you don't really sense anything else around, you can only assume he's being mostly genuine. You don't really think he's lying about anything yet.
Pretty chipper for someone in trouble.
And,
what's this
what if-
whole? Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, what of you? What is your forte?
Well, like I told you, I used to be I guess they call them warlords or whatever. I was one of them for a bit. I would like to be one again. Made Avernus my home after a nasty accident, but it is what it is. Regardless, I was betrayed, and it was very, very, very unfortunate. I thought these hobgoblins my friends, but alas, my confidence betrayed. An accursed devil by the name of Bitter Breath stole my wealth from me, and used my own coin to turn my friends against me. So sad. He starts nodding at all of you.
Are we far enough away from this gentleman that we could like huddle and discuss stuff and he wouldn't be able to hear us, or are we definitely in range?
Yeah, maybe like 6 feet out from each other. Normal conversation, or slightly cautious conversation distance.
Looking at Hayes, I'm gonna go lean up against him and go, "Hey, that last guy that we talked to at Mahadi's, wasn't he a hobgoblin warlord too?"
Apparently everybody here is a freaking warlord.
We send him to Mahadi?
Are we all in this circle, or is it just them?
I'm not like I'm.
It's not
at
even a
this-
circle. It's just a line.
I've not taken my eyes off of this weirdo. I don't.
Yeah, I was
I don't
thinking
like
that.
anything about anything that's happening here, and I have no reason, no rhyme or reason for. I just don't like this person.
He's just smiling,
and so
staring at
I-
Doya right now.
Very
That's weird.
green.
I'm leaned back, like listening to Doya, but I have not taken my eyes off of this freak.
Can I do a memory check, Jamie?
A
Have
memory
I
check?
seen anything else this green in Avernus yet as a druid?
Yeah, make a history check.
And could I possibly make a check? Because I believe the session he's referring to is one that I was not here for. About the Hobgoblin Warlord.
Yes, it's possibly. Do you remember when someone's selling maggots or larvae?
No, I do not.
Then yeah, you weren't here for that one.
Can I make a history check to get some little bit of a lore drop?
Sure. So
Maybe.
that's actually enough for both of you. So neither of you have seen anything green like a character like this. The way he's dressed entails that maybe he was either he himself is a druid or has something to do with the Fae, or it doesn't seem very Avernus-y compared to everything else you've seen. But thinking back to the Wandering Emporium and warlords and whatnot, you did meet a hobgoblin that declared himself a warlord that was tearing it up basically in not in Avernus, back in the normal realms, but got called upon at the last moment because his power came from a dark place in the first place. But just on the tip of your noggins, just thinking about it, you all remember Elgin back at the, what was it called? Infernal Rapture. You remember,
Yep.
I'm not sure if anyone, actually, I'll say, Elgin, would you have talked about the Cambion to your party at all?
We saw it.
Yes.
Okay, so you were...
Brew or whatever. I'm going to interrupt you because I think I remember this. Bitter Brew or whatever he said the name was one of the warlords that Mad Maggie warned us about.
Oh, that is accurate. You don't need a history check for that. But that Cambion Elgin, or had mentioned to Elgin, who mentioned to you all, was one of the riders for a warlord named Bitter Breath.
Okay. That actually does ring a bell now. Yes.
But that's where your history check gains you, Hayes and Doya.
Nice.
I'll kind of just turn to Doya, and I assume we're standing kind of next to, maybe slightly behind Elgin. I'll just kind of lean over and say, you know what? This seems like a you thing. I'm gonna I'll just step away. I'm just gonna watch this dude. I just want to take in his mannerisms. I don't
Okay.
don't trust him.
Okay. If Hayes is close enough, I'm going to tell him, all right, stay alert. And when I touch him, like just a tap on the shoulder, I'm going to cast guidance on him. Might help him.
Sure, you cast guidance on Hayes. Hayes, you feel guided.
And my entire purpose at this point in time is just literally picking apart every little piece of this guy's, as best I can, obviously, of his gestures, his facial, like the way he's emoting, his body language, everything.
All right. Right now he's just staring and smiling at you all.
Ah, what a freak. I just think to myself.
And you say you lost all the people working for you?
Indeed, I did. Coin goes a long way, and if you have more coin, you can gain more friends. Unfortunately, not enough coin, not enough friends, and there they go. But maybe I'll get them back. Or maybe I'll slit their throats. I haven't decided yet.
Isn't the haze? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, that was just my
Uh,
response to what he just said.
Haze, you in the middle of a check right now?
No, they just Hayes is
Wow.
just watching.
Okay.
What? Just my face this whole time is just.
How long you been out here, man? You been by yourself, just out here on your one motorcycle?
Not on my motorcycle the whole time. I mean, I had friends at one point, but what a nasty word to call them. I was abandoned here long ago. Is it, maybe, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 years. It's been a while. Regardless, I've made my way, made a name for myself, and become friendless because I have no coin again. But you're here. You're here, and Timur has not left me because you're going to help me, of course, right?
Yeah, man. But you said something about, like, a reward. I just want to see what's in it for us, kind of. You know?
Absolutely.
Looking out
A reward that you will absolutely appreciate. You're adventurous. You love rewards. This is a reward I'm offering to you, and you'll love it. So hear me out. So all I need you to do, if you want to help me, which surely you'll do. You look like good adventurers, right? You're good. So I need you to make a diversion while I sneak into a camp and rob them.
Hey, what do you want to rob from there?
Well, all the coinage back, first and foremost, and then anything else that may be, worthwhile.
Are these soul coins or gold coins? What kind of coins are we talking?
A mix, maybe a mix. Bag of soul coins, bag of gold coins, bag of blue coins, maybe green coins. I don't know. A lot.
I'm gonna look around at the party and kind of get the general consensus of whether or not we want to do this. Because to stab, stealing is just like, it's not that big deal. By the silence in the crowd, guys, I don't know if my friends are up to it.
Hold on. I know it's hard to think with all this nastiness around us. It's just, he starts shaking his hands. It just feels, you never get used to the sweltering heat and the smells and the hold on. If I'm not stunting hard on the ramps, then I need. Do you mind if I cast a little magic? Can I cast a little magic? You're not going to freak out, right?
I'm not.
I don't think we'll freak out. But wait. What are you
magic?
casting?
It's a hallucinatory terrain. Yes, that's the one.
You'll rob us?
So you don't have a proper business forest then?
No, I have a pleasant forest, something I keep with me, something I remember of home that puts me at peace when I'm not doing hardcore 360s on the ramp.
I just step back. No further comment.
Yeah,
See, we were
I'm gonna give
sorta
it
in the
room.
middle of something where we were headed back to the business forest, so that way we could take care of some business.
Mm-hmm. I see. And he's already holding his hands out, and you see them start to glow a little bit as he's waving them towards the ground. Business force. This is not a business force, but I will tell you, perhaps you'll enjoy it too. And he slowly raises his hands as he casts hallucinatory terrain. And all around you, suddenly it starts to look more green as grass and flowers start to sprout. And odd-looking trees and colorful mushrooms all in every direction of you, about 100 feet out. It looks very much like, Joya, you would be a bit familiar with the Feywild or the Feylands. Everyone else just looks like an enchanted forest. As he lets out a long sigh and says, there. Easier to make decisions when you have a bit of home with you. So,
What?
will you help me?
Hold on.
It depends.
We're a team. I think we should be allowed a moment to discuss it.
Sure. You know what? You consult with your team and he looks around the ground. I'll consult with mine. And he sits down and picks up a fake mushroom and starts whispering to it.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to call it for the evening.
My man talks to mushrooms.
I honestly think we should do it. Dude could make a fucking suitable place to nap. I'm over here
Yeah?
exhausted.
Really want to be able to look up and check the sky right now to see if there's if it looks like the Feywilds.
Later then.
Yeah, well, I guess next time we'll have to find out, huh?
Next time.
Next time.
Ooh, someone's got some hardcore fan going on too. I don't know what that is. I bet it's Stab.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll lean back a little and that's it.
Man, y'all fought a pit fiend, and y'all saw the full. You saw the damage it could do. It might. I don't know if it might have been telling the truth. No, maybe it was half power. Who knows, right? Something's going on there.
I believe it. Its health
Well,
bar was a little over half though.
Dude, Hayes'
Hopefully, in
face.
a week's time, it'll be full power,
It may
and it
be.
can handle our problem.
Unfortunately, there was a potential casualty from that little creature up in the
Like how you
face of a
worded
big
that.
old thing.
You
Said
dirty
potential.
bastard.
Well, right now,
The light bulb is
Stab
glowing and still alive.
has hope for it. So I mean, until he accepts it, it's alive to him. So
Don't give us hope. Don't give me hope.
sad. But we ran into a very charismatic fellow, didn't we? Doing mad wheelies and flips on a ramp and riding down to meet you. He seems a little. Yeah, he's a little.
Sketch.
He's
Don't like him.
eccentric.
Don't try. I
wild.
trust the pit fiend. I trust the pit fiend more than this guy. Anybody you come across in hell who's just green and happy and former warlord and wants you to just go steal stuff, nah, dog.
Funny thing.
That's even.
If you remember, and I'm not going to tell y'all specifically, but Mad Maggie may have said something about this to y'all a long time ago. Something to think on.
Dude, that
Time
was
to rewatch
literally
the tapes.
that was literally years ago.
About half a year, maybe
Give or
bit
take.
more, yeah.
Oh wow, that was a while. Well,
mm-hmm.
Oh,
jeez.
But
Well,
unless y'all got any
Happy
comments,
anniversary, guys.
I'm gonna get us out of here. Yeah, you know what? We have had an anniversary at some point. I didn't really keep up with it, but we should do something about that. We should meet up and maybe do something. Maybe stream it. I'll have a studio soon.
What better way to celebrate an anniversary than defeating a pit fiend and leveling up to 9, right?
ooh, yeah, that is a. Oh man, that was. You know what? That was so smooth that I didn't even realize what you were asking until you did it.
Dude, you should give him to 10 just because he was so smooth.
All right, let's.
That was.
Let-
10 would be reasonable because honestly, it was so smooth. It should have been 12, but I would settle for 10. I would settle for 10.
Let's take a look here. Let me just check some notes real quick.
We could go straight to 11.
Let's see.
Yeah,
DM,
I mean,
DM checks notes.
Smile of the Defiler. Okay.
Because I feel like we literally.
We didn't hear about the defiler part.
You guys been told this before, you dummy. Go check the tapes.
Yes.
No.
He's like, no, I don't. He's like, no.
You
He's
guys.
like, I will live in ignorance.
let me ask you this. Tell me y'all's goal. Y'all were going to do what?
Well, we were gonna go to Mordenkainen and take
pretend-
blood back to him.
Pretend Smiler's not here. You're gonna go to Mordenkainen.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I had another mission of my own, but that was something I was gonna deal with after Mordenkainen.
if Mordenkainen gave you what you wanted, actually, do you even have any idea what he was gonna give you? Do you remember?
I don't think, did we ever I think, no, I think the thing that we were supposed to get in terms that he was going to give us some kind of help with something. I don't think we ever laid out
He
specifics.
was going to
did we?
help us locate the
The
I
sword.
believe the blade.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was then.
And in order for him to, because we had a few options of people to go to that could help us with that, we went to him, and he said that he would help us in exchange for this gross blood that we're now just carrying around loosely.
Yeah. And I still want to find, what was his name? Bazit?
Bazit.
Yeah, he stole our
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I kind of want to kill him. And
Kind of.
actually, I take that back. I don't really kind of want to kill him. I actually want to cause him irreparable harm. So
perhaps you'll have the opportunity.
those are my goals. Those are my goals.
Well, you guys, you can be level 9.
Yay!
Are you testing us or something? Why did you say that? Jim?
I
Why
just-
did you do that to us?
I was just curious about what you were planning to do.
Yeah.
And now I know. Just know every choice you guys have made something different. And that's still, even right this second, that is still having an effect.
Actions have consequences.
Smiler will remember that.
Smiler.
I was about to say,
Bruh,
remember
fuck
this-
Smiler.
Remember this foot up your ass.
All right, I'm going to go and get us out of here, y'all. Everybody out there again, I said at the start, I'll say it again. Thanks for watching us on the Twitch or YouTube. We do this every Monday. Oh, hey, Wiko. We do this every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. I have another campaign in the works, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, coming Wednesday. That'll be at 8 p.m. Central as well, fairly soon. We're getting there. And we're going to be bringing back another campaign pretty soon here. We just got some more studio stuff to do at my house to get it ready. So, whole lot going on. Please follow, please subscribe, please like, please give us all that good stuff if you enjoy what we do, or if you, I don't know, you're just feeling it. If you're feeling it, I really appreciate it. I know Sal's out there watching. Sal, you feel it all the time. I appreciate that. So, keep doing you. And I think that's all I got. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all too. I didn't have it tonight, but I got a new kick-ass camera. I'm using to make some YouTube videos and stuff, and for this. So big fancy DSLR. So hell yeah to that.
That's right.
Whoa.
That's right.
Jimmy got them DSLs.
We're moving up. We're moving up.
All right, y'all. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have a good night.
Bye. To my wife.